ఫైనల్ గా అవుట్పుట్ వచ్చి బయటకు వచ్చాక వావ్ వాట్ విఎఫ్ఎక్స్ అంటారు. అప్పుడు ఎప్పుడైనా బాధేస్తుందా మీకు?
I think cinematographers are called unsung heroes. Whatever you do, people know. Somebody was telling Chuttamalle song is nice CG, they told. Not even a single shot of CG.
Oh my
He was
God.
laughing like hell.
సుకుమార్ గారికి అంత క్లోజ్ ఫ్రెండ్ మీరు పుష్ప ఎందుకు చేయలేదు మరి?
After finishing a movie, Suku takes a long time
ఓకే
to start his next movie. So being a cinematographer, I can't sit home for 1 year, 1.5 years at home.
ఒక సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్ డిలైట్ ఈ యాక్టర్ అనంటే ఈ యాక్టర్ పేరు చెప్తారు మీరు?
I shot a commercial, I directed and did cinematography for him with the fear only because he's versatile, his knowledge is impeccable. Can't torture Chiranjeevi Garu putting in the under the water for so many, your lungs will start swelling. It's very difficult to do. 120 frame speed la I shot that action, and then what I did was I love black and white.
Oh really? Okay.
I studied in film school. My batch was the last to shoot with black and white. Song always Shankar sir, like Kilimanjaro song. Chiranjeevi Garu's friend, one person I met him some time ago. He's like 60 plus or something. He says every 2 days once I come and watch Kilimanjaro. So how many times you watch? Maybe 500 or 1000.
అనిల్ రావిపూడి గారు డైరెక్ట్ చేసిన సరిలేరు నీకెవ్వరు, దాని ముందర ఒక సినిమా దాని వెనక ఒక సినిమా ఏంటవి?
F1, F2, F3.
అంతే అంతే, ఇంకా ఎక్కువ F2 F3 అంతే, F1 లేదు. 20 ఏళ్ల క్రితం ఆర్యా సినిమాతో తెలుగు సినీ పరిశ్రమలో సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్గా ఎంట్రీ ఇచ్చి ఆ తర్వాత ఎన్నో అద్భుతమైన సినిమాలని తన కెమెరా లెన్స్లో బంధించి చాలా ఔత్సాహిక ఎంతోమంది సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్స్కి అసలు సినిమాటోగ్రఫీ అంటే ఏంటో అని తెలుసుకోవాలన్న ఆసక్తి రేపించారు. అంతేకాదు లైటింగ్, కలర్ ప్యాలెట్, ఇమోషనల్ సీక్వెన్సెస్, యాక్షన్ సీక్వెన్సెస్, డ్రామా, యాక్టర్ లుక్స్, ఇలా ఒకటి కాదు ఎన్నో ఎన్నో ఆస్పెక్ట్స్లో తన విజన్ జోడించారు. ఆర్య, సైరా, రోబో, రంగస్థలం, ఈ మధ్య కాలంలో వచ్చిన దేవరా, ఇలా ఎన్నో సినిమాలకి తన మార్క్ సినిమాటోగ్రఫీ చూపించారు. ద మోస్ట్ సాట్ ఆఫ్టర్ సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్గా పేరు తెచ్చుకున్న ద వెరీ వర్సటైల్ అండ్ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్లీ టాలెంటెడ్ cinematographer Rathnavelu is with me on my channel Prema The Journalist. Let's talk to him. Hi Andy, how are you?
Fine Andy, pleasure to meet you.
చాలా కన్సైజ్ చేసి ఇచ్చిన ఇంట్రొడక్షన్.
Thank you Andy, my pleasure. In fact, I feel very happy to come and give the interview for you because I have seen your YouTube channel and the way you ask questions, your passion towards cinema I have seen. So it's my pleasure to be part of this interview.
Thank you so much Andy. First basic questions కొన్ని అడుగుతాను. ఈ ఇంటర్వ్యూ చూసే వాళ్ళలో సినిమాటోగ్రఫీ మీద నాలెడ్జ్ ఉన్నోళ్ళు, కెమెరామెన్లు, వీడియోగ్రాఫర్లు వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు. అసలు ఏమీ తెలియని నాలాంటి వాళ్ళు కూడా ఉంటారు. సో ఐ థింక్ వి షుడ్
Not that. No, you can't say that.
అంటే నిజంగా అంటే అసలు ఎంతో కొంత తెలిసిన వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు, ఏమీ తెలియని వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు. కాబట్టి కొన్ని బేసిక్ క్వశ్చన్స్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను.
No problem Andy, fine.
మీరు యాక్చువల్గా 20 years నుంచి తెలుగు ఇండస్ట్రీ పరిచయం అయ్యారు. బట్ అంతకు ముందే ఒక 5 ఏళ్ల నుంచి తమిళ్లో చేస్తున్నారు, 5-6 ఏళ్లుగా. అంటే ఆల్మోస్ట్ ప్లస్ 25 years ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉంది మీకు.
27th year, this is
27th year. నార్మల్ కెమెరాలు, ట్రెడిషనల్ కెమెరాల స్టేజ్ నుంచి డిజిటల్ కెమెరా స్టేజ్కి వచ్చారు. మీరు ఏం అబ్జర్వ్ చేశారండి? అసలు ఎలాంటి కెమెరాతో అయినా సినిమా తీయొచ్చా, లేకపోతే కొంతమంది చెప్తుంటారు మేము జస్ట్ మొబైల్లో తీసాము. ఐ వాంట్ టు నో, ఇస్ ఇట్ ట్రూ?
When I started finishing my film institute, when I came into industry, it was completely negative, film negative. Film negative, and it gives a wonderful quality Andy. Like until Robo I was shooting a negative only, film negative. Sukumar garu daggara, Arya, Jagadam, all these movies I shot in film negative. Okay. Right from beginning, yes, Surya S, Krishnan, Sye Raa, and movies negative gives a good high because మీరు షూట్ చేసిన తర్వాత the image you can't see, it is a latent image. Monitor లో ఏమీ రాదు, everything is hidden image. మీరు ప్రాసెస్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఆ ఇమేజ్ విల్ కమ్. సో దట్ ఎక్సైట్మెంట్ ఇస్ సంథింగ్ గ్రేట్. లైక్ అ స్మాల్ కిడ్, టుడే ఐ షూట్ at 9 o'clock, ఐ ఫినిష్ ద షూటింగ్. 11 o'clock ల్యాబ్కి వెళ్ళిపోయి అక్కడ గ్రేడర్ దగ్గర ఆ ప్రాసెస్, సపోజ్ ప్రాసెసింగ్ టైం దొరికితే ఐ పుట్ ఇన్ ఆన్ మిషన్ అండ్ చెక్ ద ఫ్రేమ్. అప్పుడు ఒక ఎక్సైట్మెంట్ వస్తుంది. అండ్ యూ డోంట్ నో 100% వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ ట్రైడ్ ఇస్ గోయింగ్ టు కమ్ ఆర్ నాట్. అఫ్ కోర్స్ మీరు చదువుకున్న వాట్ ఎవర్ థియరీ యూ అప్లైడ్, దట్ ఓన్లీ గివ్స్ దట్. అప్పుడు ఒక డిసిప్లిన్ ఉంది. సో టు గెట్ అ గుడ్ ఇమేజ్ ఎవ్రీబడి కెనాట్ డూ దట్. యూ నీడ్ టు డూ అ కరెక్ట్ కాంట్రాస్ట్ రేంజ్. హౌ మచ్ యూ షుడ్ గెట్ అ కీ లైట్, హౌ మచ్ షుడ్ బి ద ఫిల్ లైట్, వాట్ ఈస్ ద బ్యాక్ లైట్, బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ ఎట్లా లైట్ చేయాలి, అన్నీ యూ హవ్ టు రైట్ ఇన్ పేపర్ అండ్ దెన్ డూ. బట్ ద డిసిప్లిన్ ఇస్ గ్రేట్. ఎందుకంటే ఒక సీన్ అప్రోచ్ చేసినప్పుడు కన్సిస్టెంట్గా ఉంటుంది. ఆ టైంలో చేసిన కెమెరామెన్ అందరూ చూడండి పర్ఫెక్ట్గా ఉంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు డిజిటల్ అఫ్ కోర్స్ వీ నీడ్ టు
Upgrade.
Go along
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
digital. We can't just sit with the negative and then say digital is not good. Like your technology, computer, every year it keeps on changing. You need to adapt to the new technology. But coming back to your point, just a iPhone pattukoni shooting, I see that is for a YouTuber or a small filmmaker.
Yeah.
We can do that. But when you're doing a bigger film, projecting into IMAX screen or bigger screen, you need to have a good resolution. Other 4K, 8K, 6K, whatever, your resolution matters a lot. And what kind of camera you're going to use, the dynamic range of the camera. When you put a iPhone and your Alexa camera, the result will be different.
Yeah.
But whereas you have to pay 1.5 crore for a Alexa camera, this camera will be like 1 lakh, 1,20,000.
Yeah.
But the difference is there.
Right.
Of course, for some action shots, accidental shots, we can use this phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is going to go like a 2-second shot, tap, over hitting ante daniki again you're putting a 1 crore or 1.5 crore camera, then it's getting, you can rig it to a crash unit and then do that. So even 5D, a lot of cameras started coming. Over the years you mature as a cinematographer. When you see an image, you will say this is right, this is wrong. Ippudu meeru Sony TV, when you see, the quality is something else. Again you see 40,000, 50,000 MI TV, of course you think it's same but not the same. These are all compressed image. This is a nice, better image.
Okay.
Color saturation. So the person who is knowing that will really enjoy the feel. Why Christopher Nolan is going and shooting in IMAX camera? He wants to give that impact.
మీరు ఇందాక ఒక మాట అన్నారు, నెగటివ్ డేస్ లో ఒక డిసిప్లిన్ ఉండేది, ఒక కమిట్మెంట్ లాగా, ఇది ఈ టైంలో చేసేయాలి, టైం ఫ్రేమ్ లో ఈ కరెక్ట్, ఆ లైటింగ్ కరెక్ట్ సెట్ అవ్వాలి, అవన్నీ చూసుకునే వాళ్ళం అని.
కరెక్ట్.
ఐ రిమెంబర్ వన్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ దట్ ఐ హ్యాడ్.
ఓకే.
గోల్కొండ హై స్కూల్ అని ఇంద్రగంటి మోహన్ కృష్ణ గారి సినిమా, దానికి సెంథిల్ వాజ్ అ సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్.
ఓకే.
సో ఇంద్రగంటి గారు రిక్వెస్టెడ్ మీ టు డూ వన్ పోర్షన్ క్యామియో.
నైస్.
అంటే యాజ్ అ జర్నలిస్ట్ ఓన్లీ.
ఓకే.
ఒక 5 బ్యాక్ డ్రాప్స్ లో ఐ విల్ బి టెల్లింగ్ 20-30 సెకండ్స్ వన్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇస్తుంటాను అనమాట యాజ్ అ జర్నలిస్ట్.
ఓకే.
సో సెంథిల్ ఇస్ టెల్లింగ్ మీ ఇస్ ఓన్లీ జస్ట్ 2 reels లెఫ్ట్ ఆర్ సంథింగ్, ఇందులో మీరు కంప్లీట్ చేయాలి, మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకొని 1 shot లో అయిపోవాలి, లేకపోతే రీల్ అయిపోతుంది. సో దట్ వాస్ ద ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ద డే, యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఫినిష్ ఇట్ ఆఫ్ అని. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ అ ప్రెషర్ కదండి
100%
ఆన్ ద యాక్టర్స్ అండ్ రీల్, మళ్ళీ ప్రొడక్షన్ కాస్ట్ పెరుగుతుంది. ఎప్పుడైనా ఇలాంటివి మీరు ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అవుతుంది?
100% అండి. ఇప్పుడు when I was shooting also, the reel was costing like 400 feet maximum 11,000 rupees. Producer will count today I'll have only 5 cans, 4 cans. So ippudu una presently everybody is exposing for ఒక 1 hour footage ante they use me 10 hours, 15 hours exposing and then editing it. Those time you have to time it. Oka full page scene ante how many, what's a screen time vastadi, budget, everything is calculated. So responsibility will be more. Even the cameraman, they will they'll cut the shot. Now they're saying roll camera, they're turning that side, again saying action for after 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Even I have witnessed that some stunt directors or recently one dance choreographer, I was shooting in 120 frames. 120 frames, the footage will be going like hell. Roll camera, then going and talking to somebody, then say, come action. By the time the footage, you see the editor will suffer.
Right.
My data, it will go so much, he has to go search the footage and money also is wasted. Those days, the actors in front of camera, they will feel I shouldn't do mistake, I'm wasting the money. So the cameraman will feel I shouldn't take more.
Right.
Everybody, director also will come with the one game plan.
Correct.
So the discipline was much more and better during those days.
బట్ మీరు ఒక విషయం చెప్పారు, అప్పట్లో అది చేస్తున్నప్పుడు ఆ డిసిప్లిన్ తో పాటు మనకు ఒక ఎక్సైట్మెంట్ ఉండేది. అంటే ఈ ఫ్రేమ్ ఎట్లా వస్తుంది, ఈ విజువల్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది చూద్దాము అని ఒక ఎక్సైట్మెంట్. ఇప్పుడు డిజిటల్ వచ్చాక మీకు కనిపిస్తుంది అంతా. వుడ్ ద జడ్జ్మెంట్ స్టిల్ బి ద సేమ్? అంటే డిజిటల్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత కూడా ఎంతైనా మీరు విండోలో చూస్తారు, బట్ అదే ఆస్పెక్ట్ రేషియో, అదే ఫ్రేము, అదే క్వాలిటీ ఆర్ క్లారిటీ మీరు యాక్చువల్గా ఎడిట్ రూమ్ లో అందులో పెట్టుకున్న తర్వాత కూడా అలాగే ఉంటుందా? కొంచెం ఏమైనా మారుతుందా? మీకు ఎప్పుడైనా జడ్జ్మెంట్ చేంజ్ అయిపోయి అరే మళ్ళీ రీషూట్ చేయాలి, ఇది నేను అనుకున్నట్టు రాలేదు అని కూడా అనిపించింది?
అది రాదండి, ఎందుకంటే డిజిటల్ వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ సీ యూ గెట్ ఇట్ ఆన్ ద మానిటర్. వాట్ ఎవర్ సీ యూ కెన్ ఎన్హాన్స్ ఇట్, యూఆర్ గెటింగ్ అ మచ్ బెటర్ రెజల్యూషన్. కలర్ గ్రేడ్ లో టోన్ చేంజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ డూ, but the image is the same. Right. See, that's a blessing for us. Those days only everybody was just seeing the viewfinder and then whatever image, it was going through the judgment of cinematographer. Ippudu when you're seeing a monitor, we can improve. Why I'm feeling this is better, Reason, the background artist, you can correct it.
Right.
The car can come in timing, then hitting is happening, or the performance, everything can be seen with
Yeah.
your monitor. It's a blessing only for the next generation. But then what I felt, the wastage of footage and time, that is what matters also. Now off late, last 2-3 years, Hollywood, a lot of big directors started using negative.
Really?
What they're feeling is, yeah, true.
అది బెటర్ అని, because would not be wasted అని.
Not only wasted, they want that film look. Like a Christopher Nolan, what does he say? Film లో ఒక మ్యాజిక్ ఉంటుంది, ఒక ఆర్గానిక్ ఫీల్ ఉంది. Digital లో ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ మోర్ మ్యానిపులేటెడ్, ఇట్స్ లుకింగ్ మోర్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్, మోర్ షార్ప్, అండ్ దట్స్ వాట్ హిస్ కమెంట్ ఇస్.
Okay.
Of course, a digital also we can bend and play with giving, trying to give the look also, we can do that.
Okay.
Still there's some, even I'm also trying a small portion to shoot with negative, though negative is not available here. I was spoken to Eastman Kodak.
Okay.
They told they'll supply me some stock.
మీరు తీస్తున్నప్పుడు అంటే ఎప్పుడైనా మీరు యాజ్ అ సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్, డిడ్ యు ఎవర్ హ్యావ్ దట్ లవ్ టువర్డ్స్ మేకింగ్ అ బ్లాక్ అండ్ వైట్ ఫిల్మ్? ఎందుకంటే నాకైతే చాలా ఇష్టం అండి బ్లాక్ అండ్ వైట్ ఫిల్మ్స్, బ్లాక్ అండ్ వైట్ డాక్యుమెంటరీస్. ఏదో ఒక షార్ప్నెస్ ఉంటుంది అందులో, ఒక రకమైన కలర్ లేకపోయినా కూడా ఏంటో దానికి అట్రాక్ట్ అయిపోతాము. మీకు ఎప్పుడైనా అట్లా అనిపిస్తుందా మీకు, యూ వాంటెడ్ టు, ఐ వాంట్ టు డూ అ బ్లాక్ అండ్ వైట్ ఫిల్మ్ అని?
Actually, I love black and white.
Oh really? Okay.
I studied in film school. My batch was the last to shoot with black and white. So industry lo color vachindi, but the government will import black and white negative and give it to us.
Okay.
We used to shoot with the old Mitchell camera in a black and white negative. The kind of image which you see in black and white is amazing.
Yeah,
Because color ledu, everything in terms of tone. Even when you light up, you need to know how to light up for a black and white.
Yeah.
Once you master lighting in black and white, color becomes easy for you. Color, when you put a thing, you are seeing the gray, black, orange, everything is giving you separation. Black and white, only through lighting or separation you will get it.
Okay.
And then my favorite cinematographer, Janusz Kaminski's Saving Private Ryan, Schindler's List, all these movie and all, you see a lot of black and whites give you one. Even recently one Malayalam film I saw in black and white. It's nice. Even I wanted to shoot, but maybe when you're doing a big commercial film,
Correct.
you will be having restriction from a director, hero, and the producer. The world cinema is going somewhere else. We should do this kind of experiments.
బట్ కొన్ని సినిమాల్లో సినిమా వెళ్తూ ఉంటుంది, బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ చూపించాల్సి వస్తుంది. ఒకసారి పాస్ట్ లోకి వెళ్ళేసి ఎప్పుడో ఒక 30 ఏళ్ళ క్రితం ఏదో జరిగిందని,
Yeah.
అది మీరు బ్లాక్ అండ్ వైట్ లో షూట్ చేస్తారా, లేకపోతే కలర్ లో చేసి దాన్ని గ్రేడింగ్ లోకి బ్లాక్ అండ్ వైట్ లో కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తారా? ఎలా జరుగుతుంది?
Most of the time it is shoot in color and desaturate, remove all the colors in color grading. Chesi black and white la we are doing it.
అట్లీస్ట్ అప్పుడైనా మీకు అనిపించదా, అరే ఇది ఒక అవకాశం వచ్చింది కదా, లెట్ మీ యూజ్ ఇట్ అండ్ మేక్ అ కంప్లీట్ బ్లాక్ అండ్ వైట్ అని?
I've done many times. In movies, Sye Raa lo ఒక small portion chesanu, but complete black and white cheyaledu. I went for a little bit of the sepia tone and golden brown tone, more towards black and white. There will be much color, only that little bit of golden brown will be there.
ఇప్పుడు షార్ప్నెస్ అవన్నీ మనకు తెలుస్తుంది అంటున్నారు. మీరు బ్లాక్ అండ్ వైట్ షూట్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు, అంటే మీరు ఫిల్మ్ స్కూల్లో షూట్ చేశారంటున్నారు కదా, వాట్ వాస్ ద మోస్ట్ ఎక్సైటింగ్ మూమెంట్ దట్ యూ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్డ్ ఇన్ ద ఫిల్మ్ స్కూల్ వెల్ షూటింగ్ అ ఫిల్మ్ అవ్వచ్చు, ఒక డాక్యుమెంటరీ అవ్వచ్చు, లేకపోతే ఒక ఈవెన్ జింగిల్ అవ్వచ్చు, ఏదైనా? కెన్ యూ షేర్ దట్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్?
Yeah, in film school you will be given it's called a mise-en-scene. Mise-en-scene is a single take, only 800 feet footage they're going to give you, not more than that. So morning to evening మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి. Actors have to come, sit here, go, move around. The camera has to go to first portion, second portion, third portion. Itlanti portions untadi. Every portion you need to light up. When I'm sitting here, where is my light? When I'm going that side, all those things, it's an exercise for us. Only one more adithe, they won't give you negative.
Okay.
It's expensive. It's coming from Germany. So before day itself, we have to practice everything, keep everything. We used to morning to afternoon 3 times, 4 times, 10 times we practice it without rolling the camera. On off cheyakunda, camera will be moving around, we capture. So that is one exciting thing. Rangasthalam, you might have seen a lot of shots of that mise-en-scene. Because what happens is the mise-en-scene, it gives you an immersive feel. You don't feel like you're capturing with camera. You're going along with the actor, making him sit down, capture. So you feel you are there. So that was more exciting for me. And I was scared because no one more. Even the focus puller doesn't do wrong. Or maybe the dolly guy is gone bangs against a sofa. Correct. You can't ask one more. Precisely, we have to put a tape mark. He has to move there, go forward. Actor has to come. Suppose actor come too forward. They're not professionals. అందరూ కొత్త వాళ్ళకి. సో దట్ వాస్ మోర్ ఎక్సైటింగ్ అండ్ ఐ ఫెల్ట్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ ఇన్ డూయింగ్ దట్ అండ్ గేవ్ ఎ డిసిప్లిన్ ఆల్సో.
ఇప్పుడు లెన్స్ విషయానికి వస్తున్నా, లేకపోతే డిఫరెంట్ కైండ్స్ ఆఫ్ కెమెరాస్ విషయానికి వచ్చినా, ఇప్పుడు ఇంతకు ముందు మీరు అన్నట్టు ఒక కెమెరా ఉండేది, నెగటివ్ ఉండేది, అండ్ దానికి ఏమో మరి 1, 2, 3 లెన్స్ ఉండేవేమో, చేసేవారేమో. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, లెన్స్ తో పాటు మనకి గింబల్ ఉంది, దెన్ డ్రోన్ ఉంది, ట్రాక్ అండ్ ట్రాలీ, డాలీ, ఎన్నెన్ని ఉన్నాయండి. సో మెనీ థింగ్స్. ఆర్ దే యాక్చువల్లీ అ బూన్ ఆర్ దే ఆర్ లైక్ sometimes, oh my god, too many equipments, now I don't know what to decide on, ఏది యూజ్ చేయాలి అని ఆ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉంటుందా? ఇప్పుడు ఎప్పుడైనా అంతే కదండి, ఒక కూర 2 కూరలు ఉంటే మంచిగా తినబుద్ధి అవుతుంది, ఒక 10 ఉంటే యు గెట్ కన్ఫ్యూజ్డ్. సో అట్లా ఎప్పుడైనా మీకు అనిపిస్తుందా?
లేదండి, I told you, no, I plan for a script what to do. First director listen the script from director 2 times 3 times read, then I decide. It's not cameraman coming to the spot and shooting. The cinematographers decide what camera should I use. Should I go for an Alexa or a Red or a Sony? E cinema camera kavali. Should I use a anamorphic lens or should I use a spherical lens? Adu decide cheyali. What kind of light? Am I going to use soft light or hard light, big lights or small hidden lights? All this I'll make a note. It depends on that particular project.
Okay.
And should I completely capture with the Steadicam with the clean movement or put it on a shoulder and documentary style capture cheyala? All those things before itself I used to write down. So there itself this script demands this kind of visual, we'll decide. But it's a very big boon. Every day new technology is coming. Gimbal and all, when it came, immediately I used in Rangasthalam.
Okay.
That gave a nice immersive feel to the movie. While capturing Chitti Babu's entire movement, camera was very unobtrusive. You don't feel like camera. Going and capturing the performance, Suku felt so happy. From distance when you put a frame, everything is only acting.
Right.
When you go on capturing, you're witnessing the expression, performance, or you're setting the mood. That is the difference.
Okay.
Now after the digital impact, are you going to show a vintage look? Or now in Devara also in the opening song, I gave a little bit of vintage look through that. I'll come to you later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah. But ఎప్పుడైనా అరే నేను ఒక డెసిషన్ తీసుకున్నాను, ఇది రాంగ్ అయింది అని అనిపించిందా మీకు? అంటే ఐ వాంటెడ్ టు యూజ్ దిస్ కెమెరా, బట్ మీరు షూటింగ్ స్పాట్కి వెళ్ళి వెన్ యూ స్టార్టెడ్ షూటింగ్ యూ ఫెల్ట్ అరే దిస్ ఈస్ నాట్ వాట్ ఐ షుడ్ బి యూజింగ్ సంథింగ్ ఎల్స్ అని ఎప్పుడైనా అనిపిస్తుంటుందా?
It happens. Sometimes you will think we have to shoot with the Steadicam, but it's looking too steady and nice. This has to have a little bit of shake. Atla takkunu I always keep a plan A and plan B because I'm doing always little bigger films with bigger actors. You can't afford to do mistakes. See, like you plan with the perfect sunny condition, rain will come, you need to be ready for that. Then when you go with this kind of beautiful clean movement, something will happen. So alternative eppudu you have to have.
Kumari 21 waves లాంటి ఒక సినిమా, అందులో మీకు యాక్షన్ ఉండదు, ఓ సీక్వెన్సెస్ ఉండవు, హడావిడి ఉండదు, అండ్ దేర్ ఇస్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ డ్రామా, డైలాగ్స్. అలాంటి టైంలో as a cinematographer, what is the biggest experience or challenge అంటే ఏం చెప్తారు? నాట్ జస్ట్ యాక్షన్ ఫుల్ ప్యాక్డ్ కమర్షియల్ సినిమానే కాకుండా ఇలాంటి సినిమాలకి దిస్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఎమోషన్స్ కదా, దాన్ని ట్రీట్ చేయడం అది కూడా ఇస్ ఆల్సో వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ ఐ థింక్.
I love to do those kind of films. Actually speaking, in between when you're doing a big film, suddenly I want to get into this zone and do. You also learn during the time. Sukumar garu adigaru, I'm first time getting into a production. I'm going to start a company called Sukumar Writings. Brother, you only have to do something for me. You have to do for this film, he told. I didn't say even anything. I was doing Linga that time, 150 crores budget film. Cut cheste ikkada 4 crores or 5 crores small budget film. That's because the respect and love I have for Suku. I told readily, Suku, I'll do it for you. And Suku also doesn't just push something, brother. I promise you, the script will excite you. You will like the script. That is the thing, reciprocation. Then he sent Pratap to me. He narrated the script. I started liking the script. Then when I entered, they tried to put some set and all. Let us shoot in real location. Even the heroine house. See, this kind of place only she lives in low middle class setup only. Why should I go and put a set and shoot? Because Randy is there. You don't give budget and all. So, because Suku likes me so much, he doesn't want to tie my hand. I told in the beginning, Suku, I'm going to strip all my lights. Only 3-4 lights pettukoni cinema will shoot.
So nice.
So that will give a revelation. Even I will try to do something. Try to use more available light and little bit of tweaking. You'll start breaking your head and try to do something different. Cinema, little bit of glossy, little realistic, more with the emotion. I didn't want to go on big wide shot and do those things. And we shot in a real location, Malakpet colony la we shot. Suku was Pratap Dagara, okay, then he told, no, sir only told, we compelled him, said, he told, no, we'll do this. It was a good fun working on that movie. I liked everyone. It was a nice vibe. Even the kids were talking Heba Patel, I mean, Raj Tarun, Naveen, all these actors, no, they also felt very like working with one.
I
That
know.
excitement was there.
Right.
If I turn this aside today from my house, about Gongura chicken, this one like that, that love was also showered from these actors also.
బట్ ఎప్పుడైనా మీరు అసలు ఏమి లైటింగ్ లేకుండా జస్ట్ కెమెరాతో షూట్ చేశారా ఏదైనా సందర్భంలో? అంటే జస్ట్ రిటైనింగ్ ద న్యాచురల్ లైటింగ్
Yeah.
ఆర్ వెదర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇండోర్ ఆర్ అవుట్డోర్, వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ ఈస్, అసలు ఏ మాత్రం లైట్ యూజ్ చేయకుండా?
Many times, ma'am, the situation has to demand you. Sometimes when you see ఏదో ఒకటి ఎక్సైటింగ్ విజువల్ అంటే I reduce my lights, frankly speaking. I'm one of the fastest cameraman. I'll do only where light is required. When I come into a set interior, then I fix a scheme, daniki like kavale I'll do. When getting to nature itself gives you abundant options. You have to try to use nature and then supplement with your light. That is I try to do. Even one Nenokkadine shoot చేసినప్పుడు ఐలాండ్ మహేష్ గారు and Kriti Sen and scene. Stunt action was going here. The production was asking, sir, shall we shift some portion of lights? I told no need. Just 2 pieces of thermocol is enough. Mahesh Garu is with you, sir, and they say, no, I swear, I don't want. So that confidence only, you know how to balance it. And myself and Suku, we vibe very well. Suku, can we do like this? Should we go? We'll get this kind of look with available like photography. No, he is one person who will experiment. Suku is an amazing person. I've spoken about many times. He's a brilliant screenplayer.
You both have a great amount of understanding and
Understanding, love and respect towards each other. He's a master in screenplay. And his passion never dies. Even night 11, 12 o'clock also, he keeps on trying to do something. Suppose when working on a scene, I'll say, Suku, this scene is, I have a doubt it's not working. Some directors might think, okay, why cinematographer is getting into storyline and screenplay. Some people, oh no, brother, he'll go. He will come with 3 ideas. 3 different ideas. Come on, which do you like?
okay.
So he will not say that. See, I always like his screenplay, writing and also Suku's dialogue I like. Sometimes some scene might not work, I feel, because I very closely follow him, no?
Right.
When we say, immediately he doesn't take it like a ego. He comes up with 3. Brother, which do you want? Which do you want? The second one is superb, Suku. Let's go with second. The SR likes it. He said, that's the thing we have.
Very nice.
And collaborating with him, always I love. Like his team will be there. Some 10 guys, assistant director will be there. The day one, he'll say, see, my assistants or your assistants? Come on, choose Kora. Sir, you have to take care of him. He, whatever, be very open. Cinema field, what happens? There's a lot of hide and seek. They'll talk to you once, behind something will happen. Many times it happens. That's very dangerous. Here, the day one, he'll break the ice. He'll tell his assistants, don't come and talk to me separately. So their assistants, Suku's assistants, they start loving me, liking me. No, sometimes when I come with some idea, then he'll take his assistant, come on, note down this, sir told. That is the respect we have.
నేను ఒక విషయం విన్నానండి. లాంగ్ బ్యాక్ అక్కినే నాగేశ్వరరావు గారిని ఇంటర్వ్యూ చేశాను నేను, మాయా బజార్ గురించి. అప్పుడు మాయా బజార్ కలర్ లోకి కన్వర్ట్ చేశారు,
బ్లాక్ అండ్ వైట్,
బ్లాక్ అండ్ వైట్ నుంచి కలర్ లోకి. అప్పుడు ఐ వాజ్ ఆస్కింగ్ హిమ్, ఈ లాహిరి లాహిరి పాట షూట్ ఎలా చేశారు ఏంటి అని. సో ఈ వాజ్ టెల్లింగ్, అది మిట్ట మధ్యాహ్నం 12 గంటలకి మార్కస్ గారు షూట్ చేశారట. టు గివ్ అ ఈవినింగ్ 6 PM
నైట్ ఎఫెక్ట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్
నైట్ ఎఫెక్ట్ కైండ్ 6కో 7కో. మనం చూసే వాళ్ళకి అది సాయంత్రం 7 గంటలకి వాళ్ళు అంటే ఆ నావలో వెళ్తున్నట్టు మనకు ఆ ఫీలింగ్ వస్తుంది చూసే వాళ్ళకి. బట్ ఆయన షూట్ చేసిన మాట మిట్ట మధ్యాహ్నం 12 గంటలకంట, ఫుల్ ఎండ్ ఉన్నప్పుడు. ఎప్పుడైనా మీరు యాజ్ అ సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్ డేలో నైట్ ఎఫెక్ట్, నైట్ లో డే ఎఫెక్ట్ అలా ఇచ్చిన సందర్భాలు ఉన్నాయా?
Many times I like to do this actually. Those days in black and white photography, even when I studied, suppose night effect kavalante, day lo night effect kavalante, they prefer shooting in midday. Reason, I'll give you what A&R garu, how they did that. Most of the time they try to shoot in forest or some background with a lot of trees. Ipudu madhyano what happens, the light penetrates to the leaf, so the leaf shadow falls on you or on the background. It gives a shadow, lot of shadows fall on the image. Direct sunlight also hits you. The contrast is more. In black and white, you get more contrast. Immediately in grading, when you darken it, you get a feel of night effect. It's an illusion of night effect you give. That is what they've been doing. Even I tried that many times. Even over the period of development, digital and whatever thing, in color what happens, all the mistakes will be shown.
I know.
You can't go and do a full top light, especially when you're in outdoor. మీరు ఫారెస్ట్ లోపల ఉన్నప్పుడు దిస్ టాప్ లైట్ విల్ హెల్ప్ యూ.
Correct.
మధ్యాహ్నం 11 o'clock నుంచి 2 o'clock వరకు వండర్ఫుల్ గా ఉంటది. You don't require lighting.
Okay.
Just put some soft fill and get that sunlight through the thing. It will give you a illusion of night. Color వచ్చిన తర్వాత outdoor la day la we can't even do it. Look very fake.
Right.
So even this movie Devara, I did a very huge long day for night sequence with Saif Ali Khan chasing NTR Garu into the forest and running. So that we need to plan on a overcast day on a soft light condition. It had a drizzle also. I increased the blue in the camera and post also worked it, played with the contrast. It came out really well.
Okay.
I always try this. I mean, in Jagadam, one day, Arya, lot of things I try to exploit that.
Okay. So daytime and night effect. What about night time and day effect? Adi chesara ippudu?
That also I've done. That's very because when the artist date dorkaledu atlanti problem vachinappudu set lopala chesukovachu. Suppose we both are sitting and talking here. Here you want that so in case you're shooting at 9 o'clock in the night, but I want a day effect, na, you need to know I'll have to create a artificial sunlight. A glass baita oka sunlight lanti source, and that is creating one shadow, leaf shadow, it's falling.
Okay.
And one fill, all those things we need to know. Diniki contrast range cheptaru, how to create a sunlight. Okay. It took me 10 years to do. My assistants will learn in 6 months. You've been constantly working on it again, fine tune chesi.
Right.
Oh, the sun shouldn't, suppose 7 o'clock sun ante kinda untadi through window. You're shooting 11 o'clock sunlight, it will go above your ceiling. Correct. Where you'll get the sunlight. Right. So that light will hit the ground, bounce back and come to you. So you need to create 11 o'clock sunlight. How to create a 3 o'clock sunlight? All that you need to study.
Oh my God.
And observe.
I think you being a BSc physics graduate, that helped a lot anukunta.
Ayyo, immensely, man. Because we read about optics and all these, like physics really helped me a lot. Even now, experimenting with lot of technologies, the physics has helped me a lot. Optics and all, yeah.
Now talking about color palette, ఇప్పుడు ప్రతి సినిమాకి ఒక మూడ్, ఒక టోన్ ఉందంటారు. కొన్ని సినిమాల కంప్లీట్ బ్రౌనిష్ టోన్ లో వెళ్ళిపోతారు, బ్లాక్ టోన్ లో వెళ్ళిపోతారు. ఇప్పుడు దేవరా చూస్తే a tone was set from the beginning. It was a grayish, blackish, brownish కాంబినేషన్ లో ఉండే ఒక టోన్. అది మీరు సెట్ చేసేసారు. మొత్తం సినిమా మొత్తం అలాగే ఆ మూడ్ లో వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. హౌ డిఫికల్ట్ ఈజ్ ఇట్ అండి? అంటే మీరు ముందే కెమెరాలన్నీ ఆ ఫ్రేమ్స్ లో సెట్ చేసేస్తారా, లేకపోతే సిచ్యువేషన్ ని బట్టి మారుస్తూ ఉంటారా? మళ్ళీ అదే టోన్ మూడ్ ఎలా వస్తుంది? వాట్ ఇఫ్ ఇట్ డజంట్ కమ్?
Nice question. It's an interesting question. The cinematography, especially doing ఇప్పుడు Rangasthalam was one of its kind. Regularly we have seen villages with beautiful blue sky, paddy field. I tried that golden brown tone in Rangasthalam. It worked big time. Rustic village ante atla, even my colorist used to say, everybody, sir, after we did Rangasthalam, they coming to me, I want Rangasthalam color, I want Rangasthalam tone. Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, they've been asking me because once you try to do something different, it works, people follow it. This film, Koratala Shiva Garu narrated me the story. The storyline was interesting. His dialogues are very powerful and interesting. But I thought you should create a world, visual world. It comes through your over the years of experience how to give. And once you read the script, you start breaking ahead. Idu etla cheyali? See, already this guy has done green tone, this guy has done this thing. How should I do? And it should not disturb the script. Just for the sake of, we shouldn't, if you take a short deck, it will have multiple color grade. Edo oka color grade for different film kaadu. It has to be very organic. Devara's world. These people are, when you go to real location and shoot something, it look like a regular fisherman. This particular mood is given your clan, the royalty, regalcy, the kind of brutal guys these are. All these things will come through your lighting only. I felt most of the thing was achieved through lighting and color tone. Imagine in a water you put some 2 boats, it doesn't come. We have seen many day for nights. But the kind of mood is somewhere else. It's like millions of kilometers away from you.
Right.
Just to put on spotlight in a studio doesn't give a moonlight. You just put in the background. You need to understand moonlight comes, bounces from the cloud and get you a beautiful sheen across. And you need to imagine how it has to look.
Correct.
So entire movie ki, it was also studying a learning curve for me. When the director says we'll be traveling with him 2 months, 3 months, suddenly something will come. That's how it happens. You keep on thinking. Rangasthalam also, myself and Suku, 3-4 months we discussed. Suddenly one fine day when we are walking through Godavari river, when we saw the grass, my God, brother Suku, super, this is interesting. Brother, you cracked it, he told. He knows. He cracked something. Likewise, this film also. But from day one, these kind of VFX movie, the cinematographer has to know from beginning how it has to look. లేదంటే కష్టం, ఎందుకంటే it's involving CG also. You need to tell the people what you are looking at. So for this movie, what I did in the beginning, in mid journey, I tried to get my image, whatever I visualize in my mind.
Okay.
Because when we gave to the concept artists and all, they started giving different idea. It was not really hitting you. So one fine night I was sitting, one fine night, 3-4 nights I sat and worked on an image. Because it's got some 3 interesting robbery. Director told me it's happening mid-sea, light
That too
under
in the
the night effect. And complicated action sequence. It's not on beautiful romantic,
Right,
you're sitting in a
right.
boat and blue light.
Right.
Camera is moving, all those stuff we have to do. It's a challenge only. I didn't want to just shoot on blue screen and do, then you won't get the feel. It look like fake CG.
Correct.
You have to imagine in the mid-sea, what are the elements can I do? Okay, then I thought we'll try to get a moonlight. Appudu director cheppanu, this movie will try to play with moon. That's coming in, hitting me in my mind.
Okay.
Sometimes full moon. When Devara is getting killed, I want to use that half moon. Before the interval, he's...
Yeah.
And sometimes when the mood is different, I want to have a cloudy moon.
Okay.
These are all moments we write and keep it.
Okay.
Like how the director writes a script.
Yeah.
Based on his script only, my ideas are coming.
ఇప్పుడు ఈ ఐడియాస్ అంటే మీరు ఇమాజినేషన్ తో క్రియేట్ చేసుకున్న ఐడియాస్. ఎప్పుడైనా మీరు రియల్ గా అంటే సముద్రం దగ్గర ఫుల్ మూన్ అప్పుడు ఎట్లుంటది, హాఫ్ మూన్ అప్పుడు ఎట్లుంటది, క్రెసెంట్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఎట్లుంటుంది, క్లౌడీగా ఉన్నప్పుడు ఎట్లుంటుంది, అవి మీరు చూసి చేశారా లేకపోతే ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకున్నారా?
లేదు,
డిడ్ యు ఎవర్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ దట్ రియల్ గా ఈ టైం లో ఎట్లుంటది?
I have seen that. Like you told, I have a full moon day. I have seen beaches, but the problem is, see, there's a difference, huge difference. People when they talk, it's realism or naturalism. Realism ante realistic ga mid-sea lo elte anni dark untadi background la. Even on a moon day also, the brightness level, whatever you see is different from what you see through your eyes.
Right.
Naturalism is you try to create a moonlight with cinematic advantage.
Correct.
So that's a very thin point. When people say realistic or naturalistic. Getting a light through a window on a day effect also, it's you try to simulate a naturalism rather than realism.
On the water, under the water, 10-15-20 మంది జనాలు, అది కూడా ఫైటింగ్ సీక్వెన్సెస్, యాక్షన్ సీక్వెన్సెస్.
Yeah.
How did you actually do it? Can I know, because now the cinema is already released.
Yeah.
కొంచెం మీరు కాస్త ఇంట్రెన్సిక్ గా చెప్పగలుగుతారా అసలు ఎట్లా చేశారు దాన్ని అసలు? How did you do that?
Initially, when the discussion was going on, we had planned, we visited a lot of places like in Film City, there was a huge boat and water was, a tank was there. అక్కడ చేద్దామా అట్లా ప్రొడక్షన్ డిజైన్ అని మాట్లాడినప్పుడు I told we have to create a world. So let us build a tank in the studio.
Okay.
Like a 200 feet. Hats off to the producer. I mean, Sudhakar Garu and Hari Garu, they supplied us. But that really helped the movie. Today, whatever you're witnessing, once you build a set only, you can achieve that. Reason is, this is not happening in a day effect. If you film studio elli white cloth kattukoni cheste, everything look flat and not so great. This mood, what you're seeing, is created like Pirates of Caribbean or Master and Commander or Life of Pi. Aa mood kavalante a studio lo cheyali. Then we went and studying how to create a wave. Then production designer దగ్గర we did that with the JCB's water moment.
Okay.
But I was clear from the beginning how my sky has to look, what kind of cloud it has to be, what kind of moon, lighting atla cheyali, anni decided beginning. Even my assistants or the direction assistants or the people around also didn't understand the movie until the glimpse got released. They thought emo fan, they're putting a fan, because on set what you see is only some green screen.
Correct.
But my lighting is more immersive. Okay, example చెప్తానండి, pre-interval action scene ఉంది కదా, on the NTR goes and kills and the brutal
అవును
visual வந்து what was hitting me was, I thought when the director narrated me the story, I was saying it's the last moment of Devara.
ఎస్పెషలీ ఆ ప్రీ ఇంటర్వెల్ బ్లాక్ ఉంటుంది అండ్ ఇందాక అన్నట్టు ఆ ఓవర్ వాటర్ అండ్ అండర్ వాటర్ యాక్షన్ సీక్వెన్సెస్ అండ్ సముద్రం ముందరున్న శాండ్, అంటే ఒక రియల్ గా ఒక సముద్రం ఒడ్డున మనం కూర్చొని మనం అది చూస్తున్నట్టు మనకు ఆ ఫీలింగ్ ఇచ్చారు మీరు. సో అదంతా కూడా మొత్తము సెట్ ఏనండి కంప్లీట్ గా ఎవ్రీథింగ్.
ఇట్స్ లైక్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డివైడ్ ద సీక్వెన్స్. ఇప్పుడు వాటర్ దగ్గర ఫైట్ సీక్వెన్స్ లో we had a sand and another 30-40 feet of water with the waves coming and hitting the sand. So that gives the illusion of మీరు beach లో ఉన్నారు. ఆ లైటింగ్, ఆ మూన్ లైట్ ఫుల్ వాటర్ లో షిమ్మర్ గా నైట్ ఎఫెక్ట్ ఎట్లా ఉన్నారో ఆ మూడ్ ఐ క్రియేటెడ్. లిటిల్ బిట్ ఆఫ్ హేజ్ అండ్ స్మోక్. అది ఒక సర్రియల్ వరల్డ్ కి రియల్ యాజ్ వెల్ as సర్రియల్ ఫీల్ ఇట్ గేవ్ టు యూ. And then we sat with the VFX supervisor, Yugandharoda Kuchoni, even American company. See, originally, when we had a discussion, water is the most difficult thing to simulate. Like Avatar or whatever, the water simulation is the most difficult one. Fire also is a difficult one. So I suggested the director and producer in the beginning, we have to go to the best company. DNEG is one of the best company. Digital Domain also is best, nice company. It takes more budget, but then the producers negotiated and they got us the best water people. So what happens? You're setting up. This is the sand. The water comes and hits the actors.
Yeah.
So this area we are creating on set.
Okay.
So background extension, everything is created by VFX. The extension for them.
Okay.
Even the foreign VFX supervisor Brad also told, even our VFX supervisor Yugandhar also said, the lighting gives so much immersive feel. So the CG was blending so beautifully.
Yeah.
And then we had to do a lot of tests I did. When the supervisor, they came on set, I put my camera, did a proper lighting, whatever I imagined, that we shot with some other actor, just like that, as a dummy actor or with my assistants or with assistant directors, shot some image, then put it on a machine, color graded it, then told these people, see, I am looking at this kind of site, this kind of cloud. I gave some 7-8 reference. Then they came with 6-7 reference images. Then we zeroed on, this is what we have to go. These are all happened in the beginning itself. The research had to be done. So I did a very intensive thing from the back end. Regular touch with the VFX supervisor. This is what we're looking. The water density is less. The froth is more, less. All those things. But overall, that lighting mood gave one high for everybody. And coming to that interval portion, what I felt is it's not just an action. Shivagaru wrote a scene. It's very interesting one. Devara getting killed. For me, it was the last moment of Devara. The previous scene, he dances and enjoys to his life with the people. Next, immediately, he gets killed. I mean, the action. You don't show he's getting dead or whatever. In the end, you reveal it. But that moment, I wanted to glorify his action. It's not, we see in the lighting, it is majorly coming from the moonlight only. When Peter Hain is a fantastic stunt master, very good choreographer. We've been working together for the past 20-25 years.
Okay.
When even he was an assistant, when I did my first movie, we have a collaboration. Then later he became a very big master also. I collaborated. He's got a very good sense of how to make and all this thing. I told Peter, this is how I'm looking. My lighting angle is this. This will look more conceptual. Reason is, when he's going and killing, the blood is spraying. I don't want to glorify the blood.
Okay.
Blood is going to be a little blackish, red only. I don't want to, because even when the kids or anybody is going to see, it shouldn't look like very gory.
The entire sequence happens in the early morning, 3 o'clock or in that. I think that would really set the tone.
Exactly. So that's what we have a lot of things, layers in mind. It's not just one beautiful visual action. It's got a lot of concept into it. And it's a Devara's last day of Devara, last night of Devara, when you say that half moon we gave. That created a mood. And VFX guys also, they simulated the water beautifully. And cloud and everything. Even during release, we didn't have time. Then I called Yugandhar next to me. Come sit in the room. Whatever shots are looking flaw, immediately send it back to the company. 3 times, 4 times iterations, got it done.
When actually Koratala garu brought this story to you and said that you are the cinematographer for this film, inni intricacies unnai indulo, inta cheyali, so much I need to put my heart, mind, soul, time, energy, so much needs to, and we don't know till the output comes.
Correct.
Because intavaru meer eppudu ilanti
cheyaledu. It's first in one of its kind.
You are doing one of its kind, and lot of collaboration with the VFX people.
VFX, art department, stunt department, lot of things, actors.
And మీరందరూ సింక్ లో ఉండాలి. ఒక్క వ్యక్తి ఇలా కాదు అని అన్నా కూడా మొత్తం గూఫ్ అప్ అయిపోద్ది.
కరెక్ట్.
ఎవ్రీబడి షుడ్ బి aligned in tandem. సో ఇన్ని మైండ్ లో పెట్టుకున్నారా? ఏమనిపించింది స్టార్టింగ్ లో when he actually narrated this story to you?
Generally what happens when you listen to a story, it will be in one form. Over the period, it starts growing. Even if you take Rangasthalam also, it's a village film. Then that village started becoming like a world. And then likewise this film also. But once on Koratala garu narrated me, it was very interesting. That's why I got into it. But that time we didn't plan underwater, overwater, all those things. The water, everything was there. How to achieve this, how to create a world. That world building talk was going and it all happened. Once we see, somebody has to put a full stop. This is how it has to look. It shouldn't go here and there. That is the reason even future is going to be, you have to spend more time on pre-production. Idu etla undali. Decision if you do, shooting becomes much easier. That robo film experience was very big helpful for me. You might have seen the massive climax and all. We did the first previs in India. Nobody had done previs before. Before itself, how it's going to look. Shankar sir also planned very meticulously how the scene has to look. Everything we decided. So the preparation is very important, especially when you're spending money on a big budget film. If your preparation is good, you'll save money, time, and the quality will be good. So what happened, this movie, initially this kind of thing I told to the director, producer, complex portion anni beginning lo shoot cheyali. Either when you give it to them, they'll ask 8 months, 10 months or 12 months to do that. What happens to lot of big budget Telugu movies, they go in the last minute and throw it to the CG guys, they'll throw it back to you. So the image quality suffers. We sat in the previs, conceptualization, everything. We shot only action for so many days. Whatever you saw in the climax, we shot much earlier. So those portion was given to the various companies, DNEC, DD, Oscar, and NX, Next VFX. All these companies were doing a job. We gave them ample time. So when they are working on it, they'll revert back to us. Then I'll say, no, you need to add a little more cloud. Then the water has got a problem. It's going very fast. You need to slow down. All the iterations will happen. You'll get a good image. Otherwise, previously what happened, like I'm talking 10 years back and all, the company director or the producer will give it to some VFX company. Last minute they come and throw you some footage. The cameraman will only have brightness and contrast, nothing much to do. So if it's bad, there's a VFX company has done a bad job.
Correct.
If it is good, they have done. But we see, I mean, whichever movie I work, I see in the beginning itself, nothing goes wrong.
సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్లు మొత్తం షూట్ చేసేసి అంత అయిపోయాక వాళ్ళు అది ఇచ్చేస్తారు విఎఫ్ఎక్స్ కి. అప్పుడు వాళ్ళు ఏదో చేస్తారని ఒక 8 ఏళ్ళుగా కొంచెం వాళ్ళు కలిసి పనిచేస్తున్నారు. సో ఈ కలిసి పనిచేయటం వల్ల ఐ థింక్ బెటర్ అవుట్పుట్ వస్తుందేమో.
అదే
లేకపోతే కష్టం. మీ విజన్ వేరే ఉంటది, వాళ్ళు పెట్టేది వేరే ఉంటుంది, రెండు అతుకుల బొతుకులా ఉంటుంది.
True.
క్వాలిటీ.
15 years back this happened.
Exactly.
I'll tell you, when I did Robo, until before what happens, I told you, we'll just shoot and give it to a company. The producer or director pushes to a company. They will do accordingly.
Yeah.
So there's no collaboration between VFX person and the cinematographer.
Right.
I started this in Robo first time in India. So this is a scene la 10 shots unte oka CG ante it will spoil entire scene because the color will be different, contrast will be different, resolution will be different, and it will get screwed. Robo appudu I was thinking, why Hollywood film is looking better, why our film is not looking. Especially Shankar Garu, after narration, he told like 2000 VFX shots. 2000 VFX shots can kill the cameraman's image completely. Such a bad work, they'll say.
Right.
They will say it's a big budget movie. So it was a tricky situation. What was missing? So each company, you give it to some 20 companies, each company use a different methodology, different VFX artists, different compression, and then whatever you give, they don't give it back. They compress and give a bad also. Then I collaborated with the VFX supervisor, Srinivas Mohan. He's such a wonderful person and nice person to work with. We collaborated in depth. Even when first time I had a 3,500 pages of camera report. I dedicated one guy, made him write everything because appudu metadata ledandi. Digital la meeku metadata vastundi. Appudu analog. So I had made an assistant to write. This is your exposure T4 and your fill. Then take a HDR ball, gray ball reference. First time in India we tried this. I set up a thing. It's foolproof. Even your images and your camera report goes to the company who is doing the depth of field chart, your distortion chart, everything. How they do in Hollywood, I tried in.
వాళ్ళకి ఏమో ఇంక ఈజీ అయిపోతుంది. పాయింట్ బై పాయింట్ మీరు మెన్షన్ చేసేస్తే ఇంకా దాన్ని వాళ్ళు ఫాలో అయిపోవడమే కదా.
Correct.
It's be easy for them. They won't break their heads.
They're telling nobody has done this. So first time when we did, now that has set the thing for now everybody is doing because that time one discipline was followed.
Yes.
Now that become a standard. So nowadays later what happened, they called as EXR files. It's called a 4K open EXR file.
Yeah.
E-file, when I give open EXR 4K, they have to give me same thing without compression. If they do a compression, I'll know. Okay, these guys, up to time to deliver in time, they will go do something, adjust and send it to you. Now it's very foolproof.
Right.
And collaboration between a cinematographer and post-production house is very important. Even for Devara, every time Yugandhar used to revert to me in frame IO, send the image, sir, is this okay or you want something else?
Yeah.
We'll add a little bit fog in the water. Lot of things will go.
Right.
Though you'll be shooting something, we'll be getting an email. Keep on telling them. Otherwise, what happens? Final image when you get something bad, you can't do anything.
Correct.
They'll be employing 500 guys are working on a computer. Last minute chapte em raadu. When the process is going on, I didn't imagine this is wrong. I'll tell them so, and the director will check the concept. Oh, my concept is working. when you're hitting the half moon with the blood is going in right time. All those things
Correct.
happens only when you collaborate properly.
ఒకటి అయిపోగానే ఒకటి అక్కడ అవుతూనే ఒక 1 month లో 2 months లో చూసుకున్నారనుకోండి, మీకు కూడా ఒక ఓకే వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్ ద రైట్ ట్రాక్,
Right track.
వి డిడ్ంట్ మిస్ ఎనీథింగ్,
Correct.
అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ కూడా ఇలాగే షూట్ చేసేయచ్చు. అలాగే
Improvisation will happen.
వెరీ ట్రూ.
Even I changed my, initially I did one kind of lighting scheme. Towards climax I wanted a different feel. Like interval I told you, a killing sequence the only from backlight angle soft ga shimmer light mattu untadi. Spot lo everybody saying NTR is looking dark, shooting up, they'll feel like that. One fine day what happened, myself and Peter Hain, a director, we collaborated and shot this action.
Yeah.
Very quickly we shot. I was telling Peter, let us shoot in these angles only. But director and all, they had a thing, why he is restricting on it? Then I told, no, we are trying for a look.
Yeah.
ఈ యాంగిల్ లో బాగుంటది, లైటింగ్ will look good on him. Then that sequence got over edited. Suddenly I was shooting inside, NTR garu came to the spot and his manager came to me. Sir, before putting makeup, Tarak garu wants to meet you, sir. I thought, okay, maybe that sequence he is looking darker, what is the thing, why? But he's got a good taste, but why he's missing? No, whenever he's ready he can come inside for the shot. I'm lighting up the big set.
Right.
Then again he came, sir, Tarak garu is waiting, sir. Then I went and met him. He again, sir, what have you done? He told. What? He started hugging me. I told, sir, unbelievable,
so
sir.
nice.
See, there is no background sky, nothing is there. Dark la దూరంలో గ్రీన్ మ్యాట్ ఉంది. బట్ హియర్ ఐఎమ్ ఎడిట్లో చూసినప్పుడు ఆ లైటింగ్ అంతా ఇమర్సివ్గా ఉంది. దట్ ఫీల్ ఆఫ్ రిగల్సీ అండ్ కోపం, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ కమింగ్ త్రూ విజువల్. సో హ్యాట్స్ ఆఫ్, హీ టోల్డ్ అండ్ హీ హగ్ మీ. ఐ ఫెల్ట్ దట్ వాస్ ద బిగ్గెస్ట్ కాంప్లిమెంట్ ఫ్రమ్ తారక్ గారు.
జనరల్ గా యాక్షన్ సీక్వెన్సెస్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు ఒక ఎక్సైట్మెంట్, ఒక అడ్రినలిన్ రష్, ఒక ఓ అంటే మనకు కూడా చూసే వాళ్ళకి కూడా కొట్టే అన్న ఒక ఫీలింగ్ వస్తుంది. అలాంటి టైంలో కూడా దేవరా లాంటి ఒక సినిమాలో ఆ ప్రీ ఇంటర్వెల్స్ యాక్షన్ సీక్వెన్స్ లో మీరు కదిలించేశారు, అంటే బాధ పెట్టారు. అంటే ఒక సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్ చేతుల ద్వారా ఒక అఫ్ కోర్స్ ఎన్టీఆర్ ఇస్ అ బ్రిలియంట్ యాక్టర్, నో డౌట్ అబౌట్ ఇట్, బట్ క్యాప్చరింగ్ దోస్ ఇమోషన్స్ దట్ యు నో he's feeling bad that he's killing so many people. He's not happy that this is happening.
True.
He's actually not feeling good that he has to do all this.
Yes.
But he has to do. అన్న ఒక ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఉంటుంది చూడండి, ఆ హెల్ప్లెస్నెస్ నుంచి వచ్చే ఒక బాధ, దాన్ని మీరు వైడ్ కెమెరాలో కాకుండా wherever it was possible you were going to the close-ups.
Being a cinematographer, it's a responsibility of the cameraman to capture the right expression. See, some people, a lot of cinematographers get carried over by the beautiful frame. I don't get, just that's not the thing. When an actor, such a wonderful actor like NTR, when he performs that too subtle expression, you need to go up close, shoot his expression, get the, instead of okay 10-page dialogue, one expression can give you so much of impact.
Right.
So, and also like you told, he is not willing to kill. So I didn't want to put a light from front. If you see the entire action, I didn't put on front light for the actor, for NTR and all. It's only from rim light, the mood, situation drives him to do that. Arya Samudram became Arya Samudram because of the,
అవును,
that is the,
మీరు ఆ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్ ని భలేగా క్యాప్చర్ చేసి దాంతో ఏమైపోతుందంటే ఒక యాక్షన్ సీక్వెన్స్ కూడా బికేమ్ అన్ ఎమోషనల్,
more poetic.
more poetic.
And I think as a cinematographer, I feel you need to contribute for the script. A director has put so much effort on writing a script. You need to translate it to the screen. It's a responsibility of a cameraman. Otherwise, you become an operative cameraman. When stunt master comes, put a frame, hitting here, going, you become operative. You need to always think about what is happening in the scene. How can you enhance the scene with your lighting or with your capturing?
ఎంత మీరు కొలాబరేషన్ తో పనిచేసినా కూడా ఫైనల్ గా అవుట్పుట్ వచ్చి బయటకు వచ్చాక వావ్ వాట్ విఎఫ్ఎక్స్ అంటారు. అప్పుడు ఎప్పుడన్నా బాధేస్తుందా మీకు? అరే నేను కూడా ఇప్పుడు సో మచ్ ఎఫర్ట్ కదా యాజ్ అ సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్, బికాస్ ఈ మధ్య కాలంలో ఇది బాగా వింటున్నాం. ప్రతి సినిమాలో దేర్ ఇస్ విఎఫ్ఎక్స్, ప్రతి సినిమాలో దేర్ ఇస్ సిజీ. సో ఎవ్రీబడి ఈస్ థింకింగ్ ఓకే కెమెరామెన్స్ జాబ్ ఈస్ నాట్ దట్ మచ్, మొత్తం విఎఫ్ఎక్సే అని అనుకుంటున్నారు. అంటే జనాల ఒపీనియన్ చెప్తున్నాను నేను. కామన్ పీపుల్ థింక్
that
this is VFX.
That's very annoying, and the kind of effort, like I'm telling you, so much of notes. People think cameraman is coming and capturing. That's not the thing.
Right.
Which lens to use, how to create an outfocus, how to create this mode. A lot of things are going, collaborating with people. So much effort is going. I think cinematographers are called unsung heroes. Whatever you do, people know. Like recently, Yugandhar VFX supervisor told, sir, they gave me on extra credit. What? Somebody was telling Chuttamalle song is nice CG, they told. Not even a single shot of CG.
Oh my God.
Laughing like hell. Other CG is okay. Chuttamalle song, what happened? We were supposed to shoot in Andaman. We saw the location. It was pouring, downpour, full rain. We didn't even go there. Goa, we couldn't shoot. But in Janvi's dream, that's also a beach and beautiful beach, better than our place. Then I suggested them, let us go to Krabi Island, shoot and come. The film has to release, lot of work, directors got so much of work here, editing, all this thing. We went and shot in Krabi. That time, we had a very short window, rainy season. When I was going through some locations, suddenly there will be park దగ్గర ఒక location ఉంది. Then I went as a small stream of water was coming inside the forest. నాకు నచ్చింది. Manager was telling, into this small water is coming on forest. What is he say? Why? I saw something else in that. Then I told the production design art department team, local art department team, get me some dry ice and little bit of smoke in the background. I'm imagining something. That is what you saw. Chuttamalle first shot, first sequence, full. She's in that Shakuntala kind of costume. She's there.
Beautiful.
It's all original visual, no VFX.
No VFX.
Not even anything, not even a single shot is VFX in that song.
చూసారా ఇట్లా అయిపోతుంది. ఏదన్నా బ్యూటిఫుల్ గా ఏదన్నా కనిపిస్తే అది కూడా VFX అనుకుంటున్నారు అందరూ.
People will tell that. It's very annoying. But today cinema, it's a collaboration between director, DOP, VFX, art department, production department, costume. Everybody has to collaborate and work. Thing is, somebody has to set this is how the route. This is the route. Everybody has to follow. Automatically be followed.
దేవరా ఫస్ట్ లుక్ టీజర్ రిలీజ్ అయినప్పుడు దేర్ వాజ్ సో మచ్ ఆఫ్ క్రిటిసిజం. అంటే ఏంటిది, ఒక ఫిజిక్స్ ఫాలో అవ్వలేదు, ఒక సైన్స్ ఫాలో అవ్వలేదు, అంత పెద్ద షిప్కి మనుషులు కూడా అదే హైట్లో ఎట్లున్నారు, అది ఏంటి, ఇలా రకరకాల కామెంట్లు వచ్చాయి. I think it must have come to your ear.
100%. First I see the comment only.
Right. What do you have to say about this? Ante were they justified? Whether ante aa comments correct అని అనుకుంటున్నారా కాదు అనుకుంటున్నారా మీకేమనిపిస్తుంది?
No, see, audience you can't restrict them. If something is nice, they get excited and say superb. When it's not good, they'll say that same thing. I would say it is our mistake. We should own it. Reason is the VFX wasn't ready. I told you it goes through 4 or 5 iterations. First version, second version, third version. So whichever version was ready is not complete. Dantre choosy, this is not right when they say when a shark is jumping, head has to be like this. When the shark goes, it takes water. So the water has to fall from here or near the mouth. Whether the speed of the shark and speed of the water is it same. And light also, we have lit up in a way, the shark also has to get the same lighting. Whichever lighting Tarak Garu has got, ఇప్పుడు నేను ఉన్నాను ఈ లైట్ నా మీద పడు with falling on me, the shark should get the same light. Correct. All that matching is there. Just without seeing we should have given the final version, but we didn't have time. Even if you see, last 60 days, I was sitting in DI, screaming and people, VFX company getting it. Even Pava Yugandhar also got screens from me. He did a fabulous job. He's talking to every company, getting the footage, something is wrong, we did that. Even the climax, I think opening sequence and all, they did an extraordinary job. D-Neg did an amazing job.
But I think ట్రైలర్ దగ్గరకు వచ్చే దగ్గర మొత్తం సెట్ అయిపోయింది. ఫస్ట్ టీజర్ దగ్గరే there were lot of
the problem without completing, when you're writing a script or when you're talking to me, when you without half baked, when you tell me, it needs a time to correctly get it done. So that's why people got little the same. When they saw the final film,
I was shocked. Opening sequence, a burglary, a ship లో దోపిడి, వాళ్ళందరూ వెళ్ళటము, ఆ షిప్లోంచి కింద దూకడము, అండర్ వాటర్ సీక్వెన్సెస్, దట్ ఎంటైర్ సీక్వెన్స్, దట్ ఫస్ట్ ఐ థింక్ ఇట్స్ సమ్ 6-7 minutes, నాట్ రాంగ్, బ్రిలియంట్లీ డన్. నాకు అది మీరు ఇంకా చెప్పలేదు అసలు ఓవర్ వాటర్ అండర్ వాటర్ ఎలా షూట్ చేశారు. అండ్ ఇప్పుడు యాక్టర్స్ ఎంతసేపు ఉన్నారు అట్లా అండర్ వాటర్ ఉన్నారా, లేకపోతే అది కూడా క్రియేటెడా?
No, I'll tell you. I'll come one by one. Underwater, let me talk about underwater. Initially discussion was happening, we fixed this company, D-Neg, water simulation, all those things. Appudu we had to put the ship and the camera was only moving, the ship wasn't moving.
Okay.
For that, the camera speed, lighting, everything has to be decided. Suppose this shot, the moon is coming here, again when they cut and go, the moon shouldn't come from that side, you will get double moon. All those things we have to keep in mind. And then the mood created in the mid-sea, you are there, that little bit of silence, wave sound, in that how to execute. We were shooting inside a set. Set is like only 45-50 feet height. Your ship is going to be 80 feet height. We divided low angle shots separated. Above the ship, we reduced and brought the ship like this. We put the containers. So that planning is very important. Above the ship with containers, we shot those things. And some very tricky shots where the boat is here, they're putting rope and climbing. Cameras to go back. How to manipulate. That manipulation only happened in pre-waves and discussion. We did that. Very immersively we did that. And number 2, when the discussion came for underwater, this film has got a lot of underwater. Appudu that VFX supervisor from abroad, he was suggesting dry forward instead of completely shooting in an underwater. Let's do a dry hanging people and doing in a dry forward without getting into water. They did Aquaman kind of thing. They told. I never agreed this. I told directors, it's not going to work, sir. Today you will feel happy. I mean, artists are not struggling and doing this, but when the water touches you, touches the field, that is where you get the impact. More dramatic, and you will feel you are underwater. Even Aquaman, that is, you can't take it as an example. Reason, fantasy film. Kids will watch that film, bubbles going in the background, and that also was not easy. Reason, that physics had to be applied. The actor was rung with the rod and they were rotated on a wheels to create the simulation. First time in India, I tried it in Sye Raa.
Okay, you did it?
Dry forward, I tried it. Chiranjeevi garu interval portion la he goes on killing. That underwater we shot in a real underwater tank. But opening sequence, he can stay for 10 minutes or 15 minutes underwater. Sequence undi. Atanu oka yogi
laga kuchani.
Adu cheppinappudu not more than 1 minute you can't sit in the water. It's very tough to do. So I suggested appudu ee Aquaman technique I told to them, but nobody else had done. Kamalakanan garu was the VFX supervisor. I told, sir, I want to try something different. Because this is the only way. You can't torture Chiranjeevi garu putting in the under the water for so many. Your lungs will start swelling. It's very difficult to do. 120 frame speed la I shot that action, and then what I did was, usually when you light from the water, when you're underwater, the water is here. The light only comes from top. Either it's a sunlight comes from top, or whatever night light, it comes from top only. So we had to simulate that light. The impact was not there. So how to create an impact? I tried to create the same caustics. When you go in the water, when the sunlight penetrates to the water, it creates a ripple caustics effect.
Light koncham itla disperse avutadi.
Disperse avutadi. So I asked the art director, just make me a 12 by 12 aquarium kind of glass. Aquarium hanging above, I want it, but not so big. At least half feet or 1 feet of water I want, I told. So he made a big 12 by 12 glass. He poured water into it. I started getting my lights and trying to get a caustic pattern.
Okay.
So that gave an illusion of you are there inside the water kind of thing. One fine day.
అక్వేరియం లో కూడా మా ఇంట్లో ఒక అక్వేరియం ఉంది. అక్వేరియం లో లోపల లైట్లు ఉంటాయి, పెడతారు. ఇక్కడ ఒక లైట్, ఇక్కడ ఒక లైట్, అండ్ దట్ డిస్పోజెస్. ఆ లైట్ మంచిగా ఈక్వల్ గా డిస్పోజ్ అవుతుంది. కానీ మరి అంత ఈక్వల్ డిస్పోజ్ అవుతే కూడా బాగోదు కదా అండర్ వాటర్ సీలో. ఇట్ హ్యాస్ టు కొన్ని చోట్ల ఉండాలి, కొన్ని చోట్ల ఉండకూడదు.
Exactly.
Then how did you manage that?
No, that's what, when you aquarium, what happens when you put, you'll be having only soft light. Tube light landy light untadi, softer flatter you'll see the fish. That is not a thing. Real life la, when you go to somewhere in Thailand or somewhere underwater, you see scuba, when you go, the light comes from top. The hard light creates a pattern. Dispersion is more, refraction happens there. And then baki area lo sky nunchi vachina sky clouds and soft light vastadi. So you will have a nice contrast. I mean, aquarium, what happens, you light up beautifully, you will not get that feel.
Correct.
Actually he is in the ground only. Mandapam pettukoni dantlo Chiranjeevi garu unnaru. Mandapam paina I constructed a 12 by 12 glass. The light which hits him from the top, it should not be like a cinema light coming from here. That is the reason I calculated from there. Then after 4 months tarvata mana Kamalakanan garu CG VFX supervisor called me, sir, I tried in some other movie, that effect didn't come. Why? Then I was telling, sir, I tried to create that caustic effect. That only gave you illusion of thing. Then what happened, this movie, I convinced the NTR garu and Koratala garu. So dry for wet technique will not at all suit for this. It look very fake and artificial, whatever performance you do. And climax is there in thing. And they also agreed. But we had to shoot in Kapoli, Bombay, Pune la oka studio undi. I mean, water. But taking everybody, we don't know what is the kind of action, how many days it's going to take, because it's a 20 feet water. When you put somebody under the water, they can lose the breath, they can die also. They need to get a training. So production nunchi, they got some 5-6 fantastic scuba guys, headed by Sukumar, one guy was there. He was leading the team. They were standing next to the actors in underwater tank. Suppose somebody is going, immediately they'll catch and help with oxygen cylinder.
Boy, it's very risky andi.
Risky, but what they did is fantastic. Even you can learn in 2-3 days time. They make you acclimatize. First water la just get acclimatized, then go 3 feet, then go 10 feet. So that's a process. Once you are acclimatized to the area, then you can do your stunt. More than 20 they were under the water.
And I think most of the time it was on NTR.
Yes.
The camera goes on NTR. He must have really...
No, that was we planned. Which shots NTR, which shots dupe, which shots original, all those things. But NTR also, he just came to that and did the underwater. He put so much of effort. And it's not like You have one tank, is camera outside capturing kadu. Camera goes with them wherever when it takes the knife, camera goes there. And then underwater, I try to do this camera turning. Okay, shot le.
అవునవును తిరుగుతుంది కరెక్ట్ యా ఒక షాట్ అండ్ 2-3 ఉన్నాయి అలాంటి షాట్స్
2-3 shots. That's my iconic shot. Like one Nenokkadine, I tried that shot. One particular shot will come and go often. Now a lot of people are using same shot. At least you've been inspiration for that.
వాట్ అన్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ రత్నవేలు గారు.
Thank you, Andy.
ఐ కెన్ యాక్చువల్లీ అగైన్ రీవిజువలైజ్. నేను ఇప్పుడు ఏదైతే సినిమా చూసానో మీరు చెప్తూ ఉంటే నాకు మళ్ళీ ఆ ప్రతి సీన్ అలా ఇట్లా తిరుగుతోంది రీల్ గా. అమేజింగ్.
And one more complicated thing in this underwater is it's not just the moonlight coming through it. పైన బోట్ బ్లాస్ట్ అయింది. సో ఆ బోట్ నుంచి ఫైర్ అని రావాలి లోపలికి.
ఓ రైట్.
I had to rig the underwater tank. I convinced the producers to build it here only in Hyderabad. I told them construct it properly. Like some other cameraman can use it for permanently, because Telugu cinema lo compulsory underwater will be there in a year at least 60 days or 100 days people will use. And you take the privilege of owning a underwater facility. Then they built a underwater tank 20 feet deep with filtration plant, so much of water, everything. It helped us a lot. Otherwise, every time flying people going to Bombay, coming, something fails, again going back, the cost would have gone somewhere. And we wouldn't have tried these kind of shots. I tried to simulate the firelight also. The entire underwater setup, when you see, it's been rigged with all lights. I connected to the computer. Sometimes lightning will go inside to give the impact for the action. And the firelight will fall on NTR Garu when he's going and killing. The fire will give that impact for him. It's not just one blue light on water. These kind of things.
Water and fire combination.
And again, the shark also. I felt the shark thing. Somebody's holding NTR Garu sitting on one dummy shark, and it's been moved. It's a dry shot. It's not a wet shot. You're not doing underwater.
It's a dry shot.
Dry shot.
Okay.
So what happens when you go underwater? Your hair goes up, doesn't come down.
Oh my God.
So when you're in real life and you're sitting here, your hair will fall down only.
Right.
So we had to give blowers from here, raise the hair, dress also. Then one point
dress also will go up, na?
Dress has to go up.
Yeah, it has to go up.
So that we did. But after a point, we want a little more realism. So we put a band for his head. We replaced the hair simulation we did. And then for the shark sequence alone, rest of the sequence is NTR and his hair and everything is there. Because he went into the real water. This sequence, to bring the tension and tempo, I created the firelight, lightning light on the shark, and that gave one kind of impact. And these people, VFX people, have done a fabulous job. Alzera from Iran, that is the company where it was done. But we kept pushing them during the release. Until then, it didn't come. Kept on talking to them, fighting with them, and got the footage in time. And last 30 days, I didn't even sleep. 30, like only 4 hours I had to sleep. It's easily you can give it to your assistants and go back. But finding a fault, correcting it, only improves the film. Otherwise, we should have another 3-4 months' time. My colorist, when he saw the footage of VFX, he told, this film will release for Diwali only. He's a foreigner. His name is David. He's a nice guy.
Okay.
He saw, still I'm seeing everywhere blue screen is there, shots haven't come. It doesn't look realistic. Then I told, see, in our country, everything will come in the last minute. Though I got the action sequence shot long time back, the VFX delay, all these things were happening. We need to push and do. Poor thing, they work on a specific time. I was making work around the clock. When Annapurna, they cooperated very well.
బట్ రత్నవేలు గారు ఇప్పుడు షార్క్ పాయింట్ ఉంది కదండి, అసలు అది అవసరం అని ఎందుకు అనుకున్నారు? ఈజ్ ఇట్ ఓన్లీ టు క్రియేట్ ఎక్సైట్మెంట్ అమంగ్ కిడ్స్ ఏంటి? ఎందుకంటే ద నెసెసిటీ ఏంటి అన్నది?
The shark was
పెద్ద షార్క్ దాంతో అట్లా.
That was designed by director Garu and Tayaga. They only decided they wanted to give high for the kids, and
exactly.
Especially during Dasara holidays time. See, even from your point of my point of view, we would keep it much more real, because already NTR is doing fantastic action underwater. The killing, movement, everything is so beautiful. But a lot of people like the shark also. It's like, talking about
correct.
Some youngsters and kids, they liked it very much. Whether it's relevant to the script or not, I don't know. It's all, when you're doing a commercial movie, this is a packaging.
And coming now to this Ayudha Pooja song, and also the pre-interval song కాదు యాక్చువల్గా ఒక చిన్న మూమెంట్, ఎన్టీఆర్ ఇచ్చే ఒక మూమెంట్. సో ఈ రెండిటికి ఒక కామన్ పాయింట్ ఏంటి అంటే, రెండు సేమ్ టైం ఫ్రేమ్ లో షూట్ చేసినట్టు అనిపిస్తాయి. టైం ఫ్రేమ్ అంటే నా మీనింగ్ ఈవినింగ్ 6 o'clock కి 7 o'clock కి.
It's basically night effect with firelight.
నైట్ ఎఫెక్ట్ విత్ ఫైర్ లైట్. కాకపోతే ఆయుధ పూజకి మోర్ దెన్ thousands, అక్కడ వెనక ఎంత మంది జనాలు. ఆయుధ పూజ ఎట్లా షూట్ చేశారు?
Ayudha Puja song, when they told me, director was very inspiring to me with this dialogue, and he used to tell, these people are clan, they belong to a specific clan, very warrior kind of people. they don't worship God, all those things he told. So that was inspiring. I thought this effect will come only through fire, because they're not connected to outside world. Very people can come and go, but not really connected. So they would ledu that you have that
Right.
3-4 heads of the thing, ancestors. I wanted to show that through fire all over. As the production designer Sabu Garu, and he did a fabulous job with building fire and mountain and all. So firelight was a main light for me, and I wanted to show that fight sequence like a beast. He had to look like a beast.
Yeah.
I tried a special filter. It's not like putting a filter on camera. The lighting itself had fire, and then I was hitting the lights according to the beat. The fire was coming like doof, that was coming like that, and that gave one energy. But still, I felt some more has to happen. The choreography was beautiful done.
Yeah.
I used the impression filter. Arya had introduced a filter called the impression filter.
Impression filter.
Impression.
Arri,
Ariflex camera. ARRI. Ariflex camera.
Yes.
It's been there, but then everybody uses a positive filter that is used for creating a vintage look, a bouquet and beautiful thing. But I use a negative. There's a thing called negative, which more 90% people don't touch it. But I wanted the negative because your bouquet goes inward looking bouquet. Everything in the sides go out of focus. So NTR is dancing like a pulley. He was looking like a tiger. The camera was also following him. Something you experiment, no? It is not put in front of camera, behind the lens.
Correct.
Before the sensor, you use that.
బట్ లుక్స్ లైక్ మీరు అన్నట్టు ఎక్కువ మీరు ఆ ఫైర్ లైటింగే వాడినట్టున్నారు న్యాచురల్ బికాస్ ఎక్కడ కూడా ఏదో ఒక లైట్ పెట్టిన ఫీలింగ్ రాలేదు.
I was using
like
light,
very,
but light will not be seen.
Right.
I was simulating light because fire doesn't come in our timing. And the Ayudha position, fire. I used to connect it to a DMX board computer.
Okay.
We used to hit it multiple lights and get that thing done seamlessly. And the dust was flying. And regarding Ayudha Puja fight, it's one jinxed thing. We shot 7 times that Ayudha Puja fight. 7 times in the sense, not reshoot. We have 2 Ayudha Puja, fathers and son portion. Devara, Vara. So first time when I we shot for 2 days with massive setup in outdoor film city. We rain. Complete set got washed away. Then the producers also telling we are going to lose Saif Ali Khan Garu date. All these things are there. A lot of combination. Suddenly I got an idea in the night. Next day morning, I told to director, shall we just shift it to indoor? Sir, how can you match the thing? I will match and give you. See, Rangasthalam climax set, I was shooting in outdoor. I shifted to indoor and made a...
అప్పుడు కూడా వర్షం పడింది కదా.
So that matching, most of the cameraman gets scared because anta wide lo chesina pani again inside a set to get the throw and matching the intensity of light is very difficult. Sabu Garu also was asking me, are you sure indoor will it look nice? Are you sure span? See, sometimes we need to support the production. It has to happen. We can't get the artist there. They have to wait for 5 months. Then I went and indoor la pillars mattum pettadi dust chesi completely lit up, and even nobody, my assistants or director assistant, nobody can say that it's indoor, which is outdoor. And nobody can find out.
ఇండోర్ లో మీరు అది చేసినప్పుడు బయట ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో అవన్నీ ప్రాప్స్ లోపల తెచ్చారా, VFX చేశారా?
లేదు. That also what I did. Some props were very tall that we couldn't bring inside. Right. So I thought arena ante full pillars, all sides pillars are there. Everywhere we had kakadalu, a fire lights vastundi. So put people behind. Only in 1 or 2 shots VFX. Rest the VFX budget also I saved.
Oh wow!
Completely you did that.
Super.
Then again second Vara thing also rain came. So mix and match. It's a torturous thing.
What a challenging thing, yeah, it was.
Challenging. We have to remember the exposure light. ఇప్పుడు అవుట్డోర్ లో ఒక లైట్ అంటే ఆ ఎక్స్పోజర్ అన్ని మ్యాచ్ చేయాలి. అండ్ యు నో అబౌట్ హౌ స్టంట్ మాస్టర్స్ ట్రబుల్ యూ లైక్ సడన్లీ వచ్చి సార్ హీస్ ఫ్లయింగ్ ఇన్ 120 frames in the you have to pump all your lights. It's very difficult to do that. Luckily I had Peter Hain. We both have a good rapport.
What about the dance sequence, as I asked you? కొన్ని వందల మంది ఉంటారా డాన్స్?
No, it's only 1,000 people we had. The entire crowd was like 800 to 1,000 people we had. The lensing, that extreme wide angle lens and the light with the light simulation started giving you like artificial, started giving you kind of feel illusion or more people kind of feel. 1,000 people were there.
అంతేనా? అంతమంది ఉన్నట్టుంది. ప్లస్ ఇంకొకటి ఏంటంటే మీకు ఫస్ట్ లైన్ లో సెకండ్ లైన్ లో మనుషుల మీద ఎంత ఇంపాక్ట్ ఉందో ఆ లాస్ట్ లైన్ లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళ మీద కూడా అంతే ఇంపాక్ట్. అంటే ఐఎమ్ నాట్ సేయింగ్ దట్ ఐ అబ్జర్వ్, I wanted to observe because I wanted to do your interview. So in each and every part I was observing in the film to ask questions. So I was just keenly observing. Last line, 10th line, అక్కడ ఉన్న వాళ్ళ మీద కూడా అదే కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఈక్వల్ లైటింగ్,
what I did,
that kind of impact effect ఉంది.
What I did, got the fire lights rigged to the sides of the actors in the foreground, middle ground, background also. So ikkada light hit chesinappudu anni connected to DMX board.
Right.
Tutna all the lights sheen, a fire simulation, like fire comes and goes, I simulated through here. Even the last row also put some light. Madhyalo darkness unte problem ledu.
Right.
And then maybe 1 or 2 shots alone for the drone shot, we did some multiplication.
Yeah.
Almost rest of the shots all it's original with your camera lensing, lighting and all the stuff only.
How do you do these song sequences? I want to ask you. Because నేను నా ఫేవరెట్ సినిమా సూర్య సన్ ఆఫ్ కృష్ణన్.
Oh.
నాకు చాలా ఇష్టం. తెలుగులో చూశాను నేను, తమిళ్లో చూడలేదు. అందులో నాలోని పొంగిన నర్మద పాట ఉంటుంది కదా. ట్రైన్ లో ఫస్ట్ ఆమె మాట్లాడేసి షీ వాక్స్ ఫ్రమ్ దట్ భోగిలోంచి నడుచుకుంటూ లోపలికి వెళ్తుంది. ఆమె నడుస్తూ ఉంటే ఇక్కడ విండోలోంచి ఒక లైట్ పడుతుంది ఇక్కడ వరకు, మళ్ళీ ముందుకెళ్తే ఇక్కడ ఫేస్ మీద పడుతుంది ఒక లైట్.
Beautiful observation.
యా, అంటే was it just done naturally? You just kept the camera in shot or you?
No, it was completely, we didn't go to the, that was not in a set only. I didn't go to the real train and shoot. Real train, the end and madhyala untaru 2 portions la real train will be there. This close emotion Gautam wanted to, because it's a moment between Sye Raa Reddy and Surya, no?
Correct.
So we put a box only. Train or a box we constructed.
Ante.
Train box, small setup, ఇటు పక్క మాత్రం కొంచెం డెప్త్ ఇచ్చేసి put the box. So I try to bring, because train light will be boring. ఒక రీడింగ్ లైట్ మట్టి ఉంటుంది. What impact it will give for you for a romantic situation. That light I made it. Outside when you're traveling from what you say Vizag to Hyderabad, traveling అప్పుడు బయట నుంచి ఆ లైట్ ఫీల్ వచ్చి ఒక హిట్ చేస్తే మనకు ఒక ఫీల్ వస్తుంది. That I was trying to simulate. And after a point I put some spray on the glass also. బయట కొంచెం మిస్టీగా మిడ్ నైట్లో వెళ్ళినప్పుడు కొంచెం వాటర్ వస్తుంది. Those things enhanced and gave a feel.
It's beautiful అండి. అసలు ఆ పాట ఎంత రొమాంటిక్ గా ఉంటుందంటే ఐ థింక్ ఇట్స్ ఆల్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ that cinematography, that lighting, that sensual feeling, that romantic experience, you know, it's beautiful.
Recently I went to Tabla Rasa here. They played this song for me. When they saw me, immediately they played, when light was coming, they played this song only. It's a favorite for a lot of youngsters.
It is.
All the songs from the movie,
all the songs are good. But ఇది ఎందుకంటే ఇది పాఠములో చాలా వరకు ట్రైన్ లో ఉంటుంది. వాళ్ళు నడవటం, కూర్చోవడం, ఒకరినొకరు చూసుకోవటం, మధ్య మధ్యలో లైట్ ఇట్లా కళ్ళ మీద పడటం, హెయిర్ మీద పడటం, అంటే ఇట్ ఇస్ లైక్ సో naturally done, but you put effort.
Light so gives emotion, light translates your expression.
Exactly.
So that is very important. I like things being very flat గా పెడితే ఇంపాక్ట్ ఉండదు. సో సమ్ లైట్ సిమ్యులేషన్ విల్ గివ్ యు అ ఫీల్.
అండ్ అలాగే సైరాలో ఒక సాంగ్ సీక్వెన్స్, తమన్నా లాస్ట్ ఎండింగ్ సాంగ్ వేర్ ఎండ్ టువర్డ్స్ ఎండ్ ఇంకా ఫైర్ తోనే తను షీ సెల్ఫ్ ఇమోలేట్ హర్సెల్ఫ్. సో కెన్ యు జస్ట్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ హౌ డిడ్ యు డూ దట్ పర్టిక్యులర్ సీక్వెన్స్?
యా
అది కూడా చాలా, ఇట్ ఇస్ వెరీ వెరీ, ఇట్ లుక్స్ రియల్, బట్ ఐ నో దేర్ ఇస్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ lighting aspect happened behind that.
Correct.
అనిపిస్తుంది.
Sye Raa movie itself was complicated because it happens in 1820s or some 1840s period. So no electricity, nothing. Generally most of the films, if you see art films and all, will have one candlelight or kakada setup only. This is like one massive setup, no, that movie. 1,000 people with kakada, 1,000 people. So to plan that only you get mad. And extreme low light, you have to match your light according to the firelight. If I put on bright light, like you told me, I saw only firelight. I didn't see a cinema light, you told me.
Right.
We had cinema light, but cinema light was so beautifully blended, you never see that.
Wide canvas, అంటే ఎంతో మంది ఉంటారు, పెద్ద సీక్వెన్స్ అండ్ వైడ్ ఫ్రేమ్ ఒకటి పెట్టాలి. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం ఆ వైడ్ ఫ్రేమ్ ఆ క్లోజ్ ఫ్రేమ్స్ సింక్ అవ్వాలి లైటింగ్. మీరు క్లోజ్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు మళ్ళీ ఈ కలర్ ఆ కలర్ మ్యాచ్ అవ్వకపోతే బాగోదు. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ దట్ ఈజీ యాక్చువల్లీ.
నాట్ ఈజీ. We have to write down how to match it. What was the exposure of key light? What was the exposure of fill light? What was the color temperature? Match with the close-up. Those are the thing. What over the years, whatever experience you got, that you need to match it. Sye Raa, that fire song was very complicated because it's like she puts her dupatta, I mean the chunni and the fire, and then starts burning. So likewise, I was trying to simulate with the fire. White shots are very tough for me because I can't put light in the frame and do it. It's a tough, like,
exactly, right.
So what I did, see, that time you will break a head. Okay, how to do it? Then if I'm Tamannaah, you keep people here, we'll hide it in between. From low, the glow. From long shot, you don't know whether it's coming from 3 feet height or 8 feet high. You don't know the fire. Illusion we create. When you go closer, exactly the dupatta and in a fire, I had to try to match it.
Amazing.
Lot of things, especially cinematographers' challenges. On spot, you have to be alert. It's not like suddenly you see one message, WhatsApp, Facebook, you can't do that. every moment it's like a cricket match.
Yeah.
When the ball will come, when you're getting edge to the first slip, be ready with the thing. The concentration is very much important. And suddenly you will get like Surya, son of Krishnan. Maximum I shot with my handheld only, putting the camera on my shoulder. I wanted that film to be captured. It's more a father-son
Yes.
film.
It's an emotion.
So little bit documentary cinematographer style, but the lighting will be more natural and more immersive.
నేను ఈ షార్ట్స్ అద్భుతంగా తీసాను, బ్రహ్మాండంగా వచ్చింది, ఎడిట్లో అవి కట్ అయిపోయినాయి అనుకోండి.
Happened.
What do you go through? అంటే do you argue, fight or make convince, or what do you do? Or you leave it?
I don't leave it.
The director's అంటే ఆయన ప్రెరగేటివ్ కదా. It is his choice at the end of the day.
True.
సో సుకుమార్ గారు లాంటి వాళ్ళకంటే ఆయన మీ ఫ్రెండ్ కాబట్టి మీరు చెప్తారు, అందరికి చెప్పలేరు కదా. ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది అది, సిచ్యువేషన్ ఎట్లుంటుంది ఆ టైంలో?
I told you I'm not a cameraman who just concentrate on beauty. I go for the script. ఆ స్క్రిప్ట్ లో ఎట్లా ఉండాలి, I'm putting effort for that. Suppose somebody doesn't accept, I go wrongly edited, I go tell this is wrong. If we extend the frames, we capture like ఈ షాట్ ఆ సింగిల్ షాట్ లే ఆ ఫీల్ వస్తుంది. టక్ అని కట్ చేస్తే performance is going, look is going, the lighting is going. I'll tell them. If they listen, okay. They don't. Most of the time, directors will listen. Sometimes they haven't listened also. I don't know. But Sukumar garu daggara, I have the biggest advantage. Not only friend. My brother will say, no Suku, if you add that, it'll be nice. Then he'll come to the edit. He won't tell which take you want to put. Go do it. He'll say. Then because Suku's cutting sense is very good. So director means it's not story writing or a dialogue writing. It's all you have to write your screenplay, how you visualize, how you have to bring it. And your cutting pattern is very important. Where the cut has to go. When somebody is performing tuck and if you cut, no. I hate that. Correct. I see the performance of the actors. When a lengthy shot is required, when somebody, you get an unprofessional actor, a new actor, when they're doing a wrong performance, then you try to throw an opposite person's face. Very true. That is okay. That's what, that visualization, that sometimes you get irritated when people don't accept. I'm not selfish. I'm very selfless. When I'm getting into a movie, I'm very passionate about movie. Cinematographers are also storytellers.
అలాంటి సందర్భాల్లో ఎప్పుడైనా అంటే ఇది నిజంగా మంచి విజువల్, ఇది ఉండాలి, బట్ ఇది తీసేసారు అన్నప్పుడు యూ ఫీల్ బ్యాడ్, హర్ట్?
Very much. I am like very emotional character. That's why emotion is translated to the screen. Something, the effort which you put, it's not my selfless thing. ఆ సినిమా కోసం అంత కష్టపడి when you're doing something, people should understand it's for the film, not for my individual thing. I'm not asking one beautiful sunrise or nice for him. I'm talking about that moment. We are all grown.
Right.
It's in 27th year. I'm looking at
ఏదన్నా ఒక ఇన్సిడెంట్ చెప్పగలుగుతారా?
ప్రాబ్లం.
నో నేను అనేది ఏంటంటే తీసేసి మళ్ళీ పెట్టిన ఇన్సిడెంట్ పోనీ కనీసం when it was removed and you felt bad and you spoke to the director and again it was reinstalled, అలాంటివి పోనీ అదన్నా చెప్పండి. Was there any such kind of an incident?
It happened in Enta Sakka Guna song lo. I had captured some Godavari feel because I like the place very much. Right. We captured some nice wide shots. Suku was busy with the editing of the scenes. The song was edited in other thing. If Suku had seen, it would not be the thing. But finally when they sent to Suku, he said okay, because he didn't see the other shots which were lying. Suddenly before sending, Suku always sends to me. I called Suku, wide shots pedta, it will be something else, Suku. The storytelling, first time you're telling on the Enta Sakka, Godavari will be carried over. You later don't have to show. అవునా బ్రదర్, ఎడిటర్ కాల్ చేసి యాంటీ గారు చెప్తున్నారు ఇమీడియట్ గా, దెన్ టక్ some 4 shots were inserted. When you saw the songs, brother, that is the problem is this generation people, they just see in one monitor, this much small monitor, and they decide on the shot. We are seeing in such a big screen. Brahmandam feel enter. Then again after watching in theater also, you call me, those shots are fabulous. That is greatness of Suku. See, some people would have thought okay, but they won't tell you. This man is incredible, Sukumar.
Rathnavelu garu eppudaina white is one thing which is most of the cameramen don't like. Because of దాని రిఫ్లెక్షన్ అవ్వచ్చు, అది ఎక్కువ ఇట్లా కళ్ళ కొట్టకూడదు, దానికోసం నానా యాతన పడతారు. ఐ హావ్ సీన్ సో మెనీ కెమెరామెన్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ వైట్, డోంట్ వేర్ వైట్, డోంట్ లుక్ వైట్, డోంట్. సో ఇక్కడ 2 ఆస్పెక్ట్స్, ఒకటి మొత్తం వైట్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్స్, వైట్ క్లోత్స్, వైట్ డ్రెస్సులు, అంటే ఆ టోన్, వెదర్ ఇట్ ఇస్ అ సాంగ్ సీక్వెన్స్, మొత్తం టోనే వైట్ అనుకోండి, మొత్తం వైట్ లో షూట్ చేయాలి. అప్పుడు హౌ డు యూ డూ దట్ అండ్ డిడ్ యూ ఎవర్ డూ దట్? అదొకటి. రెండోది కలర్. సమ్ యాక్టర్స్ ఆర్ వెరీ ఫెయిర్ కాంబినేషన్, సమ్ యాక్టర్స్ ఆర్ డస్కీ, సమ్ యాక్టర్స్ ఆర్ డార్క్. సో ఇట్స్ నాట్ నథింగ్ అబౌట్ కలర్ షేమింగ్ ఆర్ ఎనీథింగ్, is
How do you balance it?
Camera aspect lo, perspective lo, how do you do that?
Actually, 90% cinematographers, they're scared of white, as you told. But I love whites. I love to shoot with white. Even you see Chuttamalle with the white dress, and she's already fair. The dress also is white. And basically, I came from advertisement background, and after passing out from film school, I worked with Rajiv Menon for advertisements. I shot commercials with toothpaste commercial. Ante your brush is going to be white, the bristles is going to be white, your paste is white, your teeth is white. Artist face is going to be white. Artist face skin tone untadi.
Right.
So how to light up? When you light up for the face, this will get bleached out. When you light up for the face, ulta will happen. So that is an art. See, like we studied in film school, I told many times, we studied the zone system. How to hit the bullseye. The white has to be seen, the black has to be seen, the grey tone has to be seen. That is the exposure level a cinematographer has to command. When you're lighting itself, the contrast ratio is important. A lot of people don't see that. They do overall lighting. Specific lighting has to be done. I had a biggest challenge in Robo.
Okay.
When I shot that metal song.
అవును మొత్తం వైట్ కదా, మెటల్ వైట్ మెటల్ ఉంటది.
ఆ సాంగ్ లో శంకర్ గారు కాన్సెప్ట్ ఎట్లా అంటే
background is white, the walls
not even white is at least easy, or metal, chrome,
right.
Chrome is like a mirror, whatever you see reflecting.
Yes,
one set is completely chrome, another set is gold also will reflect, another set is copper. So 3 different sets. Ayudha is wearing a chrome, Rajni sir is wearing a chrome, dancers are wearing chrome dress, the background full balls, the gray, the silver balls will be there. Oka flat lighting cheste aa depth undadu. And I was shooting with the film negative, not with digital. I couldn't see the exact image and your dynamic range and all. So that advertisement experience really helped me a lot in getting that. Same like one Nenokkadine, when I shot Mahesh Garu and Kriti Sen in one of the scene, I was given the pure white inside a house, and Mahesh Garu was same like you. Sir, are you okay with the white? Many cinematographers can't. I know that gives a purity. You look so beautiful, handsome. That white also gives you, purifies and gives you a nice look, sir. I told. And the close up always he loves.
And what about actors complexion? Adi ella meer balance chestaru?
Frankly speaking, Andy, I like dusky skin. Those will look beautiful, friendly for the skin.
Right.
But see, today in this world, Bollywood actors will be fair skin, our actors will be mid skin, and if down south you go, it will be more dark skin. You need to tell in critically. The difficult thing is, I'll tell you, when I shot Robo, Ayudha will be very fair, Rajni sir little dark. You need to balance it. When you're doing exposure itself, you need to control the light which is falling on Ayudha, or boost the light falling on Rajni sir. That balancing you need to know. They need to have their own complex. At the same time, that complex suddenly he shouldn't look very dark, he shouldn't look very bright. It should be like a beautiful fusion.
Yes. Now, when it comes to drama, అంటే ఒక ముగ్గురు నలుగురు వ్యక్తులు ఒక ఫ్రేమ్ లో నిలబడి ఒక ఇంటెన్స్ డ్రామటైజింగ్ సీన్ నడుస్తుంది అనుకోండి. దిస్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ వార్ ఆఫ్ వర్డ్స్, and at that point of time, as a camera person, what is the least thing that you do, and what is the most impactful thing that you do? Adi, is it easy, simple? Adi ala cheseyochu, adi pedda vishayam kaadu anukuntara?
When I started my career, lot of cinematographers used to give more importance to songs, and when they see these kind of dramatic scenes, they just shoot and go.
అంటే నేను విన్నది ఏంటంటే ఇలాంటి సీన్స్ వాళ్ళ అసిస్టెంట్లకు పెట్టేసి ఇది చేసేయండి, ఇదేముంది, ఇది ఎవరైనా చేయొచ్చు అని అంటారంట. దట్స్ వాట్ ఐ హర్డ్.
Yes.
మై మెయిన్ సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్ విల్ నాట్ బి దేర్ ఇన్ దట్ సీన్ బికాస్ ఇట్ ఇస్ అ వెరీ సింపుల్ సీన్. ఏముంది, ఒక చిన్న లైటింగ్ పెట్టేసి చేసేయచ్చు కదా అని. బట్ ఐ వాంట్ టు నో యువర్ ఇన్వాల్వ్మెంట్.
I'm totally opposite to that.
Okay.
I think that is a challenging one for a cinematographer. When two talking heads, two person are performing, how to convey the scene in a better way. What kind of light should fall on them? Should we move the camera? Should I shoot the camera with the handle like that shaky thing, or put a dolly and make a very classical shot? These things you have to keep on. When you read the scene dialogue, I always read the dialogue. When I came to Arya, when I asked Suku, I need dialogue. Brother, cinematographer's dialogue. Then I thought only heroines will ask a translation. Then afterwards he understood. Every time when it comes, not even heroine, first the dialogue will come to me only from Suku. Any set, even Devara also, Koratasheva Garu lights, beautiful lines. His strength is dialogues. I get the dialogue paper. That will tell you where to just punch a close. Like you told NTR Garu's expression, ekkada kavalo akkada. Then if it's only matter of fact, let us come to a nice long shot. Those decisions will help you. Yeah.
So మీకు బాగా ఒక సింఫనీ, ఒక సింక్రనైజేషన్ ఉండాలి డైరెక్టర్స్ తో.
100%.
లేకపోతే కష్టం. మీరు వర్క్ చేసిన అందరు డైరెక్టర్స్ తో మీరు ఒక సింక్ లో ఉంటారా? లేకపోతే సమ్ టైమ్స్ ఇట్స్ లైక్ డైరెక్టర్ హీ సేస్ దిస్ ఇస్ మై విజన్, యూ డూ ఇట్, హీ జస్ట్ లీవ్స్ టు యూ, ఆర్ ఇస్ ఇట్ సమ్ టైమ్స్ దట్ both of you work together
Yeah.
every frame by frame. ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది అది?
It's basically a collaborative process. See, some people, it depends on directors. Some directors, they have their strength in dialogues and they don't go to short division. Some directors come with short division. It's all, as a cinematographer, I try to mix like a water, go along with them, but I tell them openly, this is working, this is not working.
Okay.
Before coming to you, they know about you.
Yeah.
Then only they call you for the movie.
Right.
Even Shivagaru, he wanted me for his first film, Srimantudu. I was doing Son of Krishnan or something, Robo, I don't remember. Then later he was telling this movie, at least we are working together. No, Mirchi, he called me for Mirchi, his first film. Even NTR Garu, he saw my one Nenokkadine, he told, I love your cinematography, I want to work with you. But it never happened. Again, he was busy, I was busy. This movie, Devara happened. It's a nice collaboration with the NTR Garu. We had a
correct.
Very good camera idea. It was good fun.
మణిరత్నం గారిని చూశారు, కొరటాల గారిని చూశారు, సురేందర్ రెడ్డి, వివి వినాయక్, దెన్ అనిల్ రావిపూడి, అండ్ దెన్ సుకుమార్. ఇంతమంది డైరెక్టర్స్ చేశారు కదా. ప్రతి ఒక్కరిది వాళ్ళ స్కూల్ వాళ్ళకు ఉంటుంది. సుకుమార్ వదిలేసేయండి, బికాస్ ఐ నో దట్ యు లవ్ హిమ్ అన్కండిషనల్లీ. వాట్ అబౌట్ ద అదర్ డైరెక్టర్స్ దట్ యు ఆర్ వెరీ వెరీ కంఫర్టబుల్ విత్? అంటే ఇంకా మీరు you can actually openly discuss, tell your viewpoint and make it happen.
Gautam Menon was one such director.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Yeah,
he is one such director. No, I see, it's nothing wrong. Every time everybody has to discuss with you. I worked with even K.S. Raikumar Garu and Linga. So when they are very clear with their vision, you try to concentrate on a cinematography, how to make and go. When somebody needs your help, they do only the story part, then you try to help them how to translate this into the screen. And some like collaborative thing. Of course, Suku has, Gautam, everything they know about cinema, but yet you try to give that small impact. Like Son of Krishnan lo oka shot, Surya loses his girlfriend in America. He comes home totally rejected. What would have they meant, like father son, each hugging shot they would have taken. But myself, Gautam, when we planned, father comes and hugs the camera. So very immersive. That is the thing, you get extra, you get one impact.
Yeah, I didn't observe this. మనందరి చిన్నతనంలో మనం కొంతమంది బ్రిలియంట్ డైరెక్టర్స్ ని చూసాం. వాళ్ళు దే ఇన్వాల్వ్ ఈవెన్ ఇన్ కెమెరా వర్క్. లైక్ విశ్వనాథ్ గారు, బాబు గారు. మీకు అంటే వాళ్ళకి ఫ్రేమ్స్ ఎట్లా పెట్టాలో తెలుసు. ఇన్ఫాక్ట్ ఐ హర్డ్ దట్ దే విల్ టెల్ ద కెమెరామెన్ దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఫ్రేమ్, దిస్ ఇస్ హౌ ఇట్ షుడ్ బి. మీకు అలాంటి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అయినాయా with directors? Tell you this is the frame.
Over the period, it started growing and evolving. Like when we before, they were following the Hollywood kind of discipline. Screenwriter will be there, dialogue writer will be separate, director will be separate. Director will only direct 60 days, 40 days. He knows only, he'll make the actors to come sit here, what performance, that what they know, they'll concentrate. The story writers became directors, no? It became like, and then what happened, even I'm talking about assistants also. It became like a Gurukulam lanti. 10 years పని చేసిన వాళ్ళు చేసినప్పుడు you will not have a say with the director. When you are collaborating, it's a I feel that's a better collaboration, is much better one. You're trying to, of course, it's a director's vision, director's story, that's very important. Any project I go in that way. We try to help the storytelling even better than how do you translate his story to the screen. That's a responsibility of a cameraman. Over the period, what happened, lot of educated cinematographers came in. They tried, if you take the movie Dune or a Batman, Greg Fraser is a cinematographer. He's young of 45, something like that. But brilliant use of creativity and technology. Even the director is also a brilliant guy, but he wouldn't have got this kind of feel with some other cinematographer.
Okay.
My favorite cameraman, Janusz Kaminski, he worked with the Steven Spielberg. Spielberg used to follow the old style Hollywood classic short division. He will come with the short division. My master shot is this. I'm putting a 32mm lens. The close-up is going to be 100mm lens. This is how all Hollywood storyboarding they'll do. But we worked with the cinematographer called Janusz Kaminski. They were shooting a war film with emotion, Saving Private Ryan, then Schindler's List. The cinematographer told, this action, let us not shoot from distance, like how we capture a war. Let us get into the war field. Like a war cameraman, let us go capture the expression, bombing. So, no, when you pan this side, your light will come in. No, I'll not put a light. This is cinematographer. You turn 360 degree, let us shoot. Your expression is more important than this. So that kind of cinematographer came. It redefined the entire the short division process, even for a person like Steven Spielberg. He's one of the maverick director.
Very true. మీకు ఎప్పుడన్నా అనిపించిందా డైరెక్ట్ చేయాలని?
In fact, I've written 2-3 scripts also.
Okay.
I'll be doing, see, like back to back big films are coming. I wanted to go and do, suddenly on obligation comes, and you also get interest towards a project. Probably I was thinking after this movie I should try get hold the megaphone. But again I got the Ram Charan's movie I'm doing with Buchi Babu.
Yes.
That's a very interesting film which I don't want to miss. It's a nice
అది కూడా ఒక రూరల్ బ్యాక్ డ్రాప్
backdrop. It's a very
ఓకే
grounded and rooted movie.
ఓకే
I don't want to reveal much. Buchi Babu might get
వై డిడ్ యూ డూ పుష్ప ఎందుకు చేయలేదు మీరు? అంత సుకుమార్ గారికి అంత క్లోజ్ ఫ్రెండ్ మీరంటే అంత ఇష్టం ఆయనకి, మీరు పుష్ప ఎందుకు చేయలేదు మరి?
See what happens after finishing a movie, Suku takes a long time
ఓకే
to start his next movie. So being a cinematographer, I can't sit home for 1 year, 1.5 years at home. He spends the time for writing a script, developing a script, writing dialogues, everything. So that time when I get an offer, I have to do that movie.
ఓకే
And I am one guy, if I sit at home, my confidence will go. I have to shoot. Even if I don't shoot also, I have to think about the movie. Shot, car, even when I drive also, I think about a movie. Over the years, it's been life has been like that only. I love this profession. So I committed a movie. Then Suku had to start immediately. Allu Arjun gave him dates. So the dates weren't synchronizing. Otherwise, we wouldn't miss each other.
yes yes
Then later what happened after Pushpa 1, the Pushpa 2 took little more time to start. Meanwhile, NTR Garu and Koratala, they asked me to do this Devara.
yeah
This was an interesting world.
correct
Then suddenly Pushpa started. I would never like to miss Suku's movie. Always, I mean, I don't want to hurt other directors. I like other directors also. But Suku is something special to me.
yes మీ అబ్బాయి కూడా మీతో పాటు ఇప్పుడు ఉన్నాడంట, హీస్ వర్కింగ్ విత్ యూ, హీస్
Yeah.
అసిస్టింగ్ యూ.
My son, he studied in Vancouver Film School.
ఓకే
He did in Maybridge Film School in Chennai.
ఓకే
Then he told me, I want to go to Vancouver. No regrets. After going there, his approach towards cinema, the discipline, everything is fantastic.
ఓకే
This movie, he worked as an operating cameraman for me. Initially, 3-4 days, the assistant he did. Then he operated camera for me. Then Peter Haynes is operating extremely well, like a pro. He's doing
Wow.
10 years experience. That is operate చేసాడు. నా దగ్గర వచ్చినప్పుడు I started screaming at people. This guy is doing very well effortlessly. I told, I don't know. Like a father, I want it's you and him.
yeah
Then our day for night action, he captured NTR. We also liked him very much. He's very calm.
Okay.
Doesn't talk much, but very sensible.
ఇప్పుడు జనరేషన్ కి దే వెరీ క్విక్ ఇన్ గ్రాస్పింగ్ థింగ్స్.
Exactly.
జనరేషన్ అండ్ వాళ్ళకి ఎక్కువ ఎక్స్పోజర్ ఉంది, దే ఆర్ అప్డేటెడ్, దే నో ద టెక్నాలజీ మోర్ దెన్ us.
Yeah.
So I think వాళ్ళకి అది చాలా added advantage.
Added advantage. The biggest thing is he's working. I mean, a project like Devara that gave him a big experience.
Correct.
But these guys, they watch YouTube, they read, they're very, and he discusses also. Sometimes I like that small relationship. Generally, father son, they don't discuss profession.
Correct.
Evening after 6 o'clock, shooting is over. Suddenly night, I saw this great phrase that they did in Dune, some kind of this thing. What do you think about it?
So nice.
So that exchange, I somehow like that.
Good
thing.
bond you have. You have only one son?
One son, one daughter.
What is she doing?
10th standard.
Oh, good.
She's a pretty one. She's
She also wants to get into cinematography?
no, she doesn't want to get into cinema.
Cinema at all?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I thought this boy, he paints well, and I thought he'll become an architect. Suddenly, one fine day, he came to me and said, I want to become a cinematographer.
కొంతమంది సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్స్ కొన్ని ఏళ్ల తరబడి కొన్ని ఫాలో అవుతూ వస్తున్నారు, ఒక ఫార్మాట్ ఒక స్టైల్ ఆఫ్ ఆపరేషన్. ఈజ్ దర్ ఎనీథింగ్ దట్ యు జస్ట్ బ్రోక్ ఇట్ అంటే దిస్ ఇస్ మై టైప్, మై స్టైల్, మై క్రియేషన్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్? అదేమన్నా ఉందా అలాంటిది?
I always try to excel myself, and I don't repeat. Like Son of Krishnan, everybody was raving about cinematography, San Francisco portion, Delhi, everything. But again, if I repeat now, nobody is going to watch my visuals.
Right.
I constantly don't watch my movie also. Once I watch it or twice during grading. Afterwards, I don't watch it because I get carried away with the style. And I try to apply different style for different movie. You watch Rangasthalam, totally different. Arya, totally different. Jagadam, psychological thing. One Nenokkadine, everybody in Telugu, they love me for that work.
Yeah, I like.
Even now, all the educated kids studying for their favorite, they say cinematography. A cinematographer like Ravi Ketsan was telling, it's looking like a Hollywood film. Not good film, it says Hollywood level cinematography. So that it makes you, give you more response to do better work. Then Sye Raa Narasimha Reddy. This movie you saw, Devara. We have to keep on improving. It's very tough. It's not easy to, sustaining is the most difficult one. Like how it's for actors or directors. Even cinematographers, you can't just run with the same glory. I did this movie Rangasthalam for next 10 years. I can't do that. We need to constantly improve. You have to go with the technology, new technology, embrace new technology. It's more a mixture of creativity and technology. That's what I see.
Physical and emotional strain ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది కదా మీ ఫీల్డ్లో. వాట్ ఈజ్ మోర్, ఫిజికలా ఎమోషనలా ఎక్కువ ఏ స్ట్రెయిన్ అవుతారు ఎక్కువగా?
Cinematographer job is very tough, and it's not just because I'm a cinematographer. I'm telling you, we are the first to come and last to go. After every shot, next shot you have to go light up. Again, think of that shot. Okay, especially doing a big film, the pressure is immense.
కరెక్ట్. యాక్టర్స్ కానీ డైరెక్టర్స్ కానీ పక్కన కూర్చొని కాసేపు రిలాక్స్ అవ్వచ్చు.
They can go eat something and come
Yeah.
back and all those things. For us, okay, that light, next shot when I cut, see, I have lit up for your face. It's a nice light. Suddenly, next shot, the camera is going that side. This light will come in the frame.
Right.
Immediately, how to avoid? All keep on thinking. By the time somebody will come to you, sir, Saif Ali Khan has to go at 3 o'clock. This person has to go at 4 o'clock. Then cloud will be imagining based on a sunlight. Suddenly, cloud will come. Manipulating the whole day, no? And you would ask for a brown sand, they would put white sand. Your lighting will go for like keep on. And costume, you would have given a clear indication, earthy feel. Suddenly, some assistant director would have given some red shirt. When I put 1,000 people frame, hero will be here on red shirt, I will go there. So you can't rest also. That stress is unbelievable. But the happiness which you get when people are, even Devara, lot of NTR Garu fans, public, everybody, even Bollywood, lot of directors and cinematographers, they were raving about the look, the bluish grey look and the darkness, all these things. They thought it's never before. It's
Do you
nice.
take a break at all?
I of course.
You take a break?
After a movie,
Ah.
if you see my career, I do only one film at a time.
Okay.
When they approached me for Devara, it was only less than a year.
Right.
But then it went for 3 years for me. I never took up any other project. I was just sticking to Devara, just for NTR and Koratala. I just sat for this film.
కోపం వస్తుందా మీకు?
No, settle, I'm little more composed and cool.
Antena?
Off late, Kopam Mastandi, when Rajini sir used to tell me, you never get angry. I want to see Rathnavelu angry. At least once he'll tell me. No, sir.
Okay.
Because I never used to get angry. Off late, the projects are becoming bigger and bigger. Suddenly somebody comes and says something rubbish, no? Then the time it hurts you. You think and talk.
Yeah.
Okay, this water has to be 5 feet. Appude adu vastundi. Either light, everything will do. Suddenly somebody will come and say offbeat something, no? When you're shooting something in the front of a light, suddenly in backlit angle something they say, then you get irritated.
So other than cinematography, what do you like? ఇంకేం ఇష్టం మీకు?
నాకు మ్యూజిక్ బాగా ఇష్టం అండి.
పాడతారా మీరు?
లేదండి, ఓన్లీ హియరింగ్. I have a very bad voice.
Okay.
A.R. Rahman song, Ilayaraja song I listen. Apart from that, English songs and all I listen.
Yeah.
I like travel.
Okay.
And then I like to drive cars. Driving, that also regenerates me. Think the driving itself gives you so much of energy. I traveled almost 80-90% of the globe I've been. And I'm lucky that movie has what's taken me to different places where regular traveler cannot go. Traveling really regenerates you.
But in the busy schedules lo, how do you keep yourself fit, your eating pattern, your lifestyle, nidra, ఇవన్నీ ఎట్లా మేనేజ్ చేస్తారు? How do you do that?
Food, okay, I'm not I control the food, and I used to go to gym regularly, but off late last 8-9 months with the post production, nothing is there. Sleep pattern is little difficult, and especially being a creator, no, it's very difficult. Especially
you don't sleep much.
I don't sleep much. That is very bad. My wife used to advise me to sleep well, otherwise it spoil your health. Food is very important. Now I started concentrating on my son also has been telling me eat this, eat that. So that's one way. While cinema, when Netflix or whatever, when you watch, no, that only gives me complete relaxation. When I watch a Christopher Nolan movie or a fantastic David Fincher's web series, all these things only, again, it's not like, again, when I watch cinema, I get rejuvenated.
Yes.
I feel like I'm not done to this level. I should try to do something else. That only drives you.
Thank you so much, Andy. Thanks a lot. It was such a nice conversation.
Thank you. My pleasure, Andy, because the way you threw your questions are very interesting.
Because నాలాగే చాలా మంది క్యూరియాసిటీ ఉంటుంది కదా ఇవన్నీ తెలుసుకోవాలని. అందరూ మిమ్మల్ని అడగలేరు కాబట్టి వాళ్ళందరి బదులు నేను అడుగుతున్నాను మిమ్మల్ని.
Thank you, Andy.
So now I have a rapid fire and a memory test.
Oh, I'm very bad in memory.
No. You will. I think memory is not about you.
Okay.
It is about people who worked with you, with whom you are associated. So just ala, ఎందుకంటే I have a gift hamper for you.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to answer these questions.
Sure.
Okay? Yes. Let's go. Let's see how it goes. Till date, మీ ఫేవరెట్ కలర్ ప్యాలెట్ ఏ సినిమాకి చేశారు అంటే ఏం చెప్తారు? మొత్తం ఫ్రమ్ ద బిగినింగ్ టిల్ నౌ.
Rangasthalam, I can say.
ఓకే. ఏ సినిమాని మీ బ్రేక్ త్రూ ప్రాజెక్ట్ అనుకుంటారు?
Robo. Endiran.
మీ టాప్ 3 ఫేవరెట్ వర్క్స్ ఏంటి అంటే ఏం చెప్తారు? దిస్ ఇంక్లూడ్స్ యువర్ జింగిల్స్ ఆల్సో. మీ మొత్తం కెరియర్ లో ఇప్పటి వరకు.
One Nenokkadine is my top favorite. Second is Rangasthalam. Then now it must be Devara.
All right. Okay. మీరు నేను కొంతమంది పేర్లు చెప్తాను, వాళ్ళని మీరు ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడగాలి.
Sukumar garu, it's like a love and hate relationship with us. We always fight, we talk, and that's the thing.
No, you have to ask a question.
Okay, when are we starting our next movie?
శ్రీకాంత్ అడ్డాల.
Good dialogue writer who respects humanity. I need one more feel good movie from you.
బ్రహ్మోత్సవం సినిమా ఆడలేదు కానీ ఎంత మందిని ఒక ఫ్రేమ్ లో చూపియాలి.
Very tough movie.
Kada?
All big actors, not easy to give importance to one, not give importance, lighting, everything is there. Very tough movie. It's a family movie. One for my first and last family movie, I can say. But still, I like the content. Nalaguru Undali. We are all emotionally connected. We need that kind of movie. Now, recently, I watched this movie, Mayalagan, Satyam Sundaram. My assistant only directed that movie.
Really? What a film, Andi.
What a film.
My favorite film.
I took my son, my daughter, my wife. Everybody felt like you have to take your relation, everybody, and watch this movie.
Yeah.
What a movie.
Correct.
Sometimes doing this technical movie and then what do you say, thriller and all this, just forget and just go to this kind of movie.
Okay, Vinayak garu ఏం అడుగుతారు క్వశ్చన్? వివి వినాయక్.
When are you becoming MP or MLA? No,
Okay.
he's got a wonderful thing about politics. And his clarity of work is unbelievable. Anything, he's very clear. It's good or bad, whatever. His decisions are like that.
సురేందర్ రెడ్డి.
Waiting for your new creation.
ఓకే. అనిల్ రావిపూడి.
He's a fantastic comedy writer. His timing is fantastic. When can I expect one more movie like Sarileru?
సార్ ఆ సినిమా షూట్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు ఎస్పెషల్లీ ఆ ట్రైన్ సీక్వెన్స్,
అవునండి, వాళ్ళు చెప్పినప్పుడు కథ చెప్పినప్పుడు
ఆ ట్రైన్
coming to
సీక్వెన్స్
45-50 minutes అని చెప్పారు. 45-50 minutes train. Then we called the CG person. I mean, Yugandhar was there. They told the release was, it was just planned with that 5th month release movie. Anta speed ga cheyale a movie. Mahesh garu only asked me, sir, I did Sye Raa and I told I want a break for 6 months, sir. It's a draining movie, Sye Raa. For me, I want you to do this movie. You can sit and shoot, he told. But not sitting, it was a tough movie. But I enjoyed the fun. Aniral Pudi's dialogues and all, I enjoyed. They travel from Kashmir to Kurnool in a train.
Yeah.
But the VFX person told it's going to take 6-7 months to put the background plate. Every movie I do some small experiments, putty experiment.
Yeah.
But this was a difficult experiment. I told, let us put LED wall behind. I will send one of my assistants shoot plates from Kashmir to Kurnool, whichever interesting ur is there. Train route la cameras, 2 cameras pettukoni wide frame, tight frame shoot chesi. We'll project. Nobody else has done in India. First time chapparu. Then I had to talk to Tahir Sini. They hired LED walls, put on trains, both the sides LED wall.
Okay.
I lit up and see, imagine such a big ensemble of so many actors you have, taking them to each station, getting them caravan, getting them room, again shifting to next tour. I don't know when that movie will get completed.
Yeah.
So I suggested this idea. They told, will it work? Yeah, I'll try to work. Put a LED wall and I shot that sequence. We shot within 10 days or 9 days, we shot the entire 50 minutes of footage.
Wow.
In fact, I was prepared to shoot even a lot of action. Steadicam shot la ellali, train ante first class nunchi second class, third class na ellali, and I was light up and kept it. Unfortunately, everything was comedy scene. So they'll put here Mia, Billy, Milkada, all these things are happening in one room. Then go to the next thing and shoot. But good fun.
పైగా మీరు ఒకటి అబ్జర్వ్ చేశారు కదా, మీరు షూట్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు ఒకళ్ళ వెంట మాట్లాడుతూనే ఉంటారు లైన్ గా. ఇట్స్ ఓవర్లాపింగ్ డైలాగ్స్ సమ్ టైమ్స్ అండ్ యూ హావ్ టు పుట్ ద ఫ్రేమ్స్ ఆన్ ఎవ్రీబడి.
One thing I considered, make them look beautiful. Mahesh garu has to look nice, Rashmika has to look, Sangeeta garu also look, everybody has to look nice and beautiful. At the same time convey your story. I generally, it's not beauty alone, I try to build my contrast. You're there in the train, that kind of feel I try to give. దాంట్లో ఒక బ్యూటీ.
మీరు ఎంతో మంది యాక్టర్స్ తో చేశారు కదా వర్క్, అది కూడా స్టార్స్ తో చేశారు, పెద్ద పెద్ద యాక్టర్స్, రజనీకాంత్ గారి దగ్గర నుంచి యూ డన్. ఒక సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్ డిలైట్ ఈ యాక్టర్ అనంటే ఈ యాక్టర్ పేరు చెప్తారు మీరు?
Kamal Haasan garu undi, unbelievable. I did a commercial, I shot a commercial, I directed and did cinematography for him with the fear only, because he's versatile, his knowledge is impeccable. He wanted to take the khadi fabric undandi, that he wanted to take to abroad shelf. Okay. Like the models we wear like a Louis Vuitton or Armani kind of feel they wanted to give. But he was trying to promote the khadi, khadar, which are local people, traditional thing. Okay, 500,000 years back on a tradition, he wanted to take it back. The concept which was given to me was like more like all top models on a ramp walk. And then Kamal sir says about khadar. I told, no, Kamal sir is an iconic person. These people are model. I told them, let us create a set with khadar. The floor has to be cotton. The fabric has to be cotton. and I kept a small emotion in the end. Kamal sir goes and embraces the weaving person. That I did that, and I did my short divisions and all. Nearly 60-70 shots I had to do in 1.5 days time. Kamal sir told me he'll come at certainly become much earlier, and I was prepared to answer him. Being directing the commercial and cinematography, I know he will ask 100 questions. He just saw the frame. Next, he loved it. Next shot onwards, he asked, like, what should I do? Where you may come? After that, he went on raving about me to everybody. He asked me, when do you want to direct? Let's do a movie together. That was a great lifetime thing from Kamal sir.
When is that happening?
He meant it. We had a discussion for 2 months and all.
Yeah.
It went on. It will be a great collaboration with Kamal sir. He's a genius.
Really, he's a genius. ఇప్పుడు ఎన్నో జానరాస్ చేశారు కదా మీరు. Which genre you really liked?
I like to shift gear in the action thrillers are my forte, I can say. Apart from that, feel good movies also my strength.
You want to do that? Yeah.
Comedy and full-fledged family I cannot do. I want that adrenaline rush, emotion, moving with this thing. All those things should happen.
సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్స్ ఎంతో మంది మన దేశంలో గొప్ప గొప్ప సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్స్ చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు. పిసి శ్రీరామ్ గారి దగ్గర నుంచి అంతకు ముందు చాలా మంది దగ్గర నుంచి
మార్కస్ బాట్లే.
యా. మీ టాప్ 3 ఫేవరెట్ సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్స్, ఇండియన్ సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్స్ ఎవరంటే మీరు ఎవరి పేరు చెప్తారు?
సంతోష్ శివన్ వాస్ మై ఫేవరెట్.
ఓకే.
Then Balu Mahindra garu. Then my guru Rajiv Menon, I can say. Apart from this, Satyajit Ray's cinematographer.
Wonderful.
Amazing cinematography.
ఇప్పుడు కరెంట్ కాంటెంపరీ సినిమాటోగ్రాఫర్స్ ఒక 5 ఏళ్ల క్రితం వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు, 6 ఏళ్ల క్రితం వచ్చిన యంగర్ వన్స్, ఎవరు హూ హాస్ గాట్ ద స్పార్క్ అనుకుంటున్నారు మీరు? హూ డు యూ థింక్ దే హ్యావ్ అ గ్రేట్ ఫ్యూచర్ అహెడ్?
No, I'm seeing a lot of new talents coming up. Like, and suddenly when you ask me, I'm very bad with names.
You can tell the name of the film at least, so that
they're doing really well. See, at least cameraman is doing well, and Satyan Surin is doing well. If you see, my assistant now is done a cinematography for Amaran.
yes,
Sai is doing well. Dinesh Krishnan has done. Yuvaraj is doing well. All younger generation cameramen are really doing well. I think it's good for the system. Even I feel the directors, lot of young hopes, young directors with education are coming. That is more important, and when you see international cinema, they need to be equipped completely and get into the job, rather than coming half baked and doing. That's why the film gets.
So final rapid fire question ఏంటంటే, ఇప్పటివరకు మీరు షూట్ చేసిన వాటిలో మీ ఫేవరెట్ యాక్షన్ సీక్వెన్స్, మీ ఫేవరెట్ సాంగ్ సీక్వెన్స్?
Recently, I can remember only Devara's interval portion is like one iconic action portion, and in Sye Raa also pre-interval one action is that's also one beautifully captured one. Sometimes without anything you go and shoot. They also like Son of Krishnan, I did action portion. That was interesting. What is that song?
Song sequence.
Song always Shankar sir, like Kilimanjaro song or Kadal Anukkal song that with a guitar in that Lensois Island we shot full of pools of water. దాంట్లో రజనీ సార్ స్టైలిష్ వాక్ ఆ సాంగ్ నాకు బాగా ఇష్టం అండి. చిరంజీవి గారు ఫ్రెండ్ వన్ పర్సన్ ఐ మెట్ హిమ్ సమ్ టైమ్ అగో. హీ ఈస్ లైక్ 60+ or something. He says every 2 days once I come and watch Kilimanjaro. So how many times you watch? Maybe 500 or 1000. So some people it hit them like
yes. అంటే అందులో కొన్ని పదాలు ఉంటాయి కదా.
Yes.
అవన్నీ బాగుంటాయి వినడానికి.
True అండి.
Okay sir, now you go for memory test. Let's see. Okay. ఆర్యా సినిమాలో ఎవ్రీ టైం ఆర్యా వాంట్స్ టు టెస్ట్ థియరీ ఒక పని చేస్తాడు. ఏంటది?
The Coke cup scene. I can never forget that scene. Amazing. That's Suku's brilliance.
I know.
Unbelievable. Like, when he narrated me the script, producer was waiting because I told I was doing well that time. Sethu Nanda was it. Then Vijay garu movie chestunnanu. New director has come. Dilraju garu is calling. Yes, listen to the script. I just came for 1 hour and listened for 3 hours. I got hooked by this director called Sukumar. Very new way. Director. Dilraju was separate guy. Who is this director? Sir, unbelievable. You never get this kind of director, I told. Like a small, he's got kid in him also. He's got a matured person. At the same time, small kids, what they do.
అసలు పాత్ బ్రేకింగ్ ఫిలిం అండి అది.
Path breaking.
అంటే దట్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ టైం అసలు అన్ని కొత్తవే, కొత్త థాట్ ప్రాసెస్లు, కొత్త
స్క్రీన్ ప్లే. You love me, I also love. He's got
love me on and I don't care.
I'm loving you. What is this? It's very vulgar if you take another sense. The way Sukumar garu structured the screenplay and the characterization made it so memorable.
The disco song in Brahmotsavam. What is it called?
That party song.
Oh. Put your hands up. A.R. Murugadas first Telugu film ఏంటి?
Tagore. Stanley.
Stalin.
Sorry.
Stalin. Okay. కొనిదెల ప్రొడక్షన్స్ లో సల్మాన్ ఖాన్ గారు యాక్ట్ చేశారు ఒక సినిమాలో. విచ్ ఫిలిం?
చిరంజీవి గారు మూవీ.
యా, నేమ్.
అయ్యో ఐఎమ్ వెరీ బ్యాడ్ విత్ నేమ్స్ అండి. ఐ టోల్డ్ యూ ఐ డోంట్ వాచ్ మై మూవీస్.
నేమ్స్ ఓకే. చిరంజీవి గారి ఫిలిం చెప్పారు కాబట్టి మీకు మార్క్స్ ఇచ్చేస్తాను.
ఓకే.
గాడ్ ఫాదర్.
థాంక్యూ.
ఓకే. అనిల్ రావిపూడి గారు డైరెక్ట్ చేసిన సరిలేరు నీకెవ్వరు, దాని ముందర ఒక సినిమా, దాని వెనక ఒక సినిమా, ఏంటవి?
F1, F2, F3.
అంతే ఇంకా ఎక్కువ. F2, F3 అంతే, F1 లేదు.
Okay.
Any two noteworthy jingles of Rajiv Menon and A.R. Rahman's combination?
Synthol commercial
Yeah,
they did.
yeah,
That's a very famous one.
yeah.
They did a lot of jingles together in the beginning days of Rahman
Yeah.
Garu's career.
Yeah.
Rajiv Menon himself is a fantastic
Right,
music
right,
director and
They have done so many. Coca-Cola, Titan.
yeah.
Oh my God. Asian Paints, Raymond's.
I worked nearly 50 commercials with Rajiv Menon sir.
మీరు కూడా? ఓకే.
As an assistant
Your
cameraman.
favorite commercial ఏంటి మీరు పనిచేసిన వాటిలో?
We shot a commercial called Ramanika Silks in Kerala. That time only he went for the new age kind of style of shooting with the handheld camera, going, capturing, stylish way of composition. Everybody was going for regular conventional framing. He went for a very wacky and different kind of look, color palette. That hit me hard.
పిసి శ్రీరామ్ గారి ఫస్ట్ స్ట్రైట్ తెలుగు ఫిలిం ఏంటి?
Geetanjali.
సూపర్, వండర్ఫుల్.
No, I was a fan of him. I joined Film Institute.
అవునా?
Seeing PC Garu's work, Geetanjali,
Okay.
Nayagan, Agni, all these movies only made me to join film school.
ఫైనల్ క్వశ్చన్, నాన్నకు ప్రేమతోలో ఎన్టీఆర్ గారు పాడిన పాట ఏంటి?
Follow.
వావ్, సూపర్ అండి. మీకు మెమరీ లేదని అన్ని చాలా చెప్పేశారు, ఒక్కటే ఆన్సర్ చేయలేదు, ఒకటో రెండో.
Yeah.
గ్రేట్.
Thank you, Andy.
రత్నవేలు గారు, I enjoyed thoroughly having this conversation with you.
Pleasure talking to you,
Thank you
Andy. Thank you so much.
I wish I can talk still
More, is it?
for more.
Maybe next time, after
Yes.
6 months we can talk.
After బుచ్చిబాబు గారి
బుచ్చిబాబు
సినిమా
సినిమా.
రిలీజెస్, రామ్ చరణ్ గారిది, అప్పుడు మనం ఇంకొంచెం.
This film also is very interesting one. The script is quite interesting. For Ram Charan also, challenging one. Even for me, Rahman Garu, even before the movie started, he has given 4 songs. All wonderful numbers.
అండ్ ఇట్స్ అ డేజావు కైండ్ ఆఫ్ అ థింగ్. అంటే చిరంజీవి గారు, శ్రీదేవి గారు, తర్వాత రామ్ చరణ్ గారు, జాన్వి
Janvi
గారు.
Kapoor.
అంటే లైక్ యు రీలివింగ్ దోస్ మూమెంట్స్ లాగా.
True,
వాళ్ళిద్దరు అప్పుడు చేశారు జగదేక వీరుడు, ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ మీరు
True.
యూర్ రీక్రియేటింగ్ దట్
world.
వరల్డ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో
Thank
మచ్.
you, thank you,
థ్యాంక్స్
ma'am.
అ
Thank
లాట్.
you so much.
ఇట్ వాస్ వండర్ఫుల్ టాకింగ్ టు యూ.
Same here.
రత్నవేలు గారు, గిఫ్ట్ హ్యాంపర్ ఫ్రమ్ మిల్లెట్ బ్యాంక్.
Thank you, Andy. My pleasure.
Off late I'm promoting millets. You should eat millets.
Sure. I'll eat and call you back.
Yes.